Hello, everyone. It's been a while. Welcome to Tales of the 20-Sided.
Way! Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Thank
whoop! Way!
I thought it had been so long that you guys had forgotten. We're back after a bit of an extended break due to people being away and all sorts of life stuff. But we are back and raring to go again. Quick thank yous. Started a hype train before we'd even started.
Thank you.
Tosseras01, thank you for the Prime. 6 months now. RDX Knight, thank you for the 3 months. Sergey's blessings to all of you. We are going to make an emote at some point with Sergey on it somewhere, somehow, because you guys have been amazing for us. So thank you all. We hope you're all good. Ollie, why don't you start us off with talking about stuff?
Talking about stuff, just in general, or
you can talk about whatever you like. Whatever you like.
Just sit here and sit here and chat.
Go for it. I'm sure chat will love it.
Nothingness. Well, I could talk about if you've got Amazon Prime.
Move.
Did you know that you get a free sub?
Smooth like butter. Almost as
Every
fine as
month.
Butter.
Yeah, you get a free sub if you've got Amazon Prime, and you link it to your Twitch. You get to sub to one of your favourite creator every month for nothing. Not out of your pocket. Benefits us, or whoever you want, and doesn't hurt you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Have I forgotten anything?
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. How would they do that, Ollie?
It's a good question.
Question.
I can't remember how to do it.
The sub button. And if you have your Amazon Prime linked to your account, then it will give you the option to Prime sub. Perfect, Ollie. Well done. Edward.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, we release new episodes of the campaign the following Friday at 8:30 GMT. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps us with the algorithm. And we do really enjoy looking at the comments, and we try to reply to all of them. And make sure to hit that bell so you miss none of our upcoming content. And we do have a lot of interesting stuff in the works that we're so excited for you all to see.
Beautiful. Martini Bellini.
Don't. That's my government name. Well, hello there, and welcome back to Tales of the 20-Sided. And did you know that we are also on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and probably your mum's Twitch. So get on it and don't miss out on exclusive content and clips from the show.
That was great. You're apparently like super UK. Yes, Ragnar. He is.
Super UK. Is that just northern?
Northern, yeah. What people hear in like
See,
Game of
this
Thrones.
is it, the North.
Yeah.
It's where it's at. That's super UK right there.
Someone else who's super UK, Emma.
Wow, thanks.
So she's super UK.
Shut up, Martin. So I'm going to talk about our partners over at Pitter Patter Emporium, who provide high quality 3D printed miniatures to bring your tabletop games to life. They have a vast range of characters and races available, and you will definitely find like a mini to suit your game and different things you're looking for. If you by chance don't find what you're looking for, they also offer a custom miniature printing service where you can download an STL from Hero Forge, Eldritch Foundry, and send them the STL, and they will print them out for you. A lot cheaper than getting them directly from Hero Forge and things, so it's definitely worthwhile doing. The prints are really super high quality. I've got them painted finally, if it'll focus. So we've got Maeve. Come on, guys.
I got mine with
I
me.
got it ready.
Pebbles.
Look at her. Get it ready, Lewis. Where's yours?
Yep, going.
Oh my
The
god.
lack of dedication is just unbelievable. It's just unprofessional.
Kev coming soon. Watch this space.
Detailing on there.
Watch this space.
Clear month.
Come on, Lewis.
That's pretty. Look at it. Oh, 360. We're getting a rotisserie. Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da,
Very good
da,
quality.
She is.
da,
She is.
da, da, da.
Painted by our marvellous Emma.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, check out their full range of minis and tabletop accessories. Oh, I've also just seen they are bringing out some Christmas decorations. So if you want some D&D themed Christmas tree decorations and things, go check them out. You can find them on Etsy at pitterpatteremporium.etsy.com or on pitterpatteremporium.co.uk. We also have you got, I remember.
So close.
I remember.
So close.
It was like,
I know. It didn't even give me a chance to stop speaking. We have a discount code, which is TOT20. You can put that in at checkout and you will get 15% discount. So yeah, go check them out. They're brilliant.
Perfect. Martine, there's a request that you say you know nothing, Jon Snow.
wait, like just as me, or am I wait,
I don't
am I
think
doing
she's,
it like just
northern
me,
enough.
or am I putting it?
However you want to, for the audience.
I'll just let it come to me.
Follow your heart.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You're
That's
not
how
northern enough.
I don't
To
think
American people,
that they
you're
can't
probably
understand
around
what I'm
about
saying.
perfect.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. There you go.
It's beautiful.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. And again, just it was appreciated. Just thank you for everyone watching. We love you all, and it means a lot. We're only a small little channel, so every little view, every little like, every sub, everything helps us massively. But I think, apart from the fact Reese obviously isn't here, Misha 260. He will be back next time we are back. Other than that, Ed, would you like to roll the intro? So, to catch up from what has been a long break to where we are in game, our individuals, our party, had been in a town called Eldoria. After spending a bit of time there and having some weird weather happen, and to have a few instances with a certain faction called the Velvet Blade, eventually you guys, through a prophecy, had decided that it's time for you to leave before the city is destroyed. You got on your way, headed to the nearest village called Bramblebriar. After shopping for a bit of jam for a while, realizing that some pixies had possibly been harmed in the making of said jams, a couple of you had spoken to a statue that was in need of help. The village that he had bought, a village called Silverleaf, had gone quiet, and nobody knew why. So you guys were on your way again, headed over to Silverleaf to try and figure out what is happening with the assistance of an origami piece of paper / AI type situation called Carter. You headed over to Silverleaf, where you found silence more than anything. No signs of life, no visible people. Food rotting in houses and taverns. You headed to an orchard of trees with silver leaves. There you saw, in the distance, there was just a hat laying on the floor. There was a wicker basket to one side by the wall. And as you entered the orchard, closing the gate behind you, everything turned black. I will play a little bit of music.
Sorry, I don't know why I just went into like the Harry Potter theme tune straight off the bat. But
Struck straight away.
yeah, yeah, best not.
It's a cover, it's fine.
So you're saying I'm on?
You're that
pitch?
good. Yes.
Who needs an orchestra when you've got Martine?
Now, you don't know how much time passes before you open your eyes. But rather than the gravel path that you found yourselves on previously, you find yourselves lying on what seems to be a wide field of small boulders, each 1 or 2 feet wide. Green walls of thick foliage rise up to your left and right, whilst a strange dome-like structure lays a few hundred feet before you. In the distance, you can see impossibly huge trees looming up in the sky, topped with silver leaves. A cold sensation runs through your bones as you glance over your shoulders to see that the gate you just walked through is now the height of a castle tower and hangs on a wall that would put any fortress to shame. What do you guys want to do?
Does it look familiar at all?
It does. You had walked through said gate.
But it's just kind of got bigger, or we've shrunk.
What was a few moments ago, but now it is huge.
The dome, how far away is it?
From where you are, maybe 180, 200 feet.
How big is it?
From where it looks massive.
Okay, like a bit. Okay.
Guys, have we been shrunk?
I
don't
'cause
feel
how are we ever going to
small.
get back up there?
If you flap your arms really fast.
Why don't you demonstrate, Maeve?
I'm going to flap my arms really fast.
Okay.
I start doing this, and I just can't. I can't seem to go as fast as Maeve. I imagine.
Is this an illusion, or have we gone somewhere else?
I go up and I pinch Jeremiah.
Slap your hand. Ow! What the hell?
So we're not dreaming.
That wasn't one of the options I said.
Oh.
I thought this might be an illusion or a spell.
Can I? I'm going to turn around and see if I can go up and like touch the gate that we just came through.
Yeah.
Imagine that's close.
You walk up to the gate, which isn't far away from you, and you touch it, and it's real. It's there.
Okay, I imagine I'm like smacking it and like feeling the grains of wood and shit.
Roll me, now that you've gone up to the gate, just roll me investigation.
Having been in places where things can vary in scale quite considerably, would I recognise this as that kind of thing?
No.
Okay.
No.
So, like, you said the gates are really big, or the gate's at the top of something?
The gate is huge.
Okay.
It's the same gate. It's the same wall.
And the trees,
massive.
do they look... I don't know if this makes... Proportionally, do they look... like they make sense? I don't know. In relation to us, do the trees look like the right size, if that makes sense? Like we're not talking
The
like
trees are-
like redwood. Like
To you, right now, these trees are like sequoia trees.
oh wow.
They are huge.
Yeah. So, like, I'm assuming the boulders are what would have been pebbles.
Pebbles is there.
No,
Is
not
there-
that pebbles.
is there-
Different pebbles.
Oh are we standing on grass? Is the grass like now taller than us, or
There is grass on either side of you,
and it's
but
big?
you cannot see over it. You cannot see past it. It
Okay.
is big
We're
green
standing-
walls of
See, we've
foliage.
been-
We're standing in the boulder field, yeah?
We're Shrunk. Yeah.
Just look at the
That's
grass.
what I told you that
Pebbles.
ages ago.
Pebbles, what did you roll?
5.
It's a real gate.
Yeah.
You
Can
guys
I-
seem small compared to it.
Can I try and look around just to see if I can see what would have been my own footprint? Because if it's gravel, being the size I am, I would have sunk somewhat.
Roll
into
survival.
what would be a footprint.
Is Kef still pink?
Yes.
Okay. So not much time's passed.
11.
You can see some big divots in the ground. You could have judged them to be your footprints, but they're near the gate and they're huge compared to where you are.
So did everyone in the
I'm gonna-
village? Sorry,
I'm going to assume we have been shrunk.
that makes sense.
I told you that ages ago.
It doesn't make sense, but it's the only. It's the only answer.
Why
Answer,
why does
I
it not make
suppose.
sense?
It's
Does
not.
this never happen to you here?
I must say, it's my
Not
first
common
time.
occurrence.
Oh.
Did everyone else in the village also shrunk, and we've just missed them, or did they?
What if we
or were
stood
they-
on them?
Oh, don't say that. No, I'm sure the rats and the
Come to
mice in the
think
village
of
probably
it.
would have been.
Yeah, you're right. We'd have heard a crunch, wouldn't we?
I start to check the bottom of my
Maybe.
shoes.
Same.
Maybe they turned me pink.
Bottom of your shoes are pretty dirty.
Maybe they
In
did.
blood.
With bodies.
There's no blood. There's no bones. Not even tiny ones.
So is the spell only
Well-
on the orchard? And since we've walked in, it's now affecting us. And if that's the case, what brought all the village to the orchard? If this is what's happened to them.
Well, we don't know that's happened to them. We haven't found them.
I mean, it makes sense that this is what's happened to them.
Can we
You
not
should never
just
trust in
walk
sense.
back out? Or
I guess we could go under the gate.
does it look like? Because when we came in, there was like a, like you said, like there was this whole like thing that was weird and. Do you get me? That we
was a
walked
table.
into. Yeah, but it had the thing that like we walked into that was like warped and shit. Am I right? Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Wait, because I thought we saw.
So when
like,
you guys walked in, there was a hat on the floor in the distance. There was a wicker
Yeah.
basket to the side, and you saw a table where there was some sparks coming from.
That's what I meant. The
Let's-
sparks.
Should we head towards
Currently,
the
you
table?
cannot see the table because you have grass that is covering all viewpoints. Straight down the path that you're on, a very long distance, is this dome structure.
Oh, it's the
I
hat.
say we go to the dome. We go to the
It's-
hat.
Yeah, it's the hat.
We go to the hat.
I like
I
that
think
Lucy's like,
the hat.
you're getting it. Okay, yeah, you're picking up what I'm putting down.
It only took them 7 minutes to
I
figure
think
out
we
their
go
time.
to the hat. We go to the hat.
Okay.
Don't mind being tiny.
Yes.
It's quite fun.
think
I
did
once got
shrink
told
my-
this story about these kids that got shrunk, and they made friends with this ant that came and saved them. So maybe we'll make friends with an ant.
I've taken damage, so I'm going to assume I've already enacted my crimson right
Yes.
on my blades.
You did on your way to the orchard.
Okay.
Let's go to that dome over there, guys.
Let's go.
Okay.
How thick is the foliage of the grass?
So you are on a path that is like 120 feet wide now, but you have these grass
Is it
banks
like,
on either
a gravel
side.
path? Are we like
It's a gravel
basically
path.
mountaineering?
Yes, kind of. You're not going to have to do any checks, but they're only sort of a foot, 2 feet high and wide, varying in size and shape. So you're not having to climb like a sheer wall. You're just having to traverse these small bumps in the road.
And I'm sure I can throw you over them if I had to.
There's that. We'll see how long that will last
Can't you carry
damage-wise
me
for the
instead?
200 feet.
Thank you, Kev. Let's try traversing first.
As you start walking, it's quite an eerie, possibly not to you, Maeve, quite an eerie path that you're walking down, with it being this wide passage that seems to go on forever, leading to this dome structure with these high banks that just bristle and just move slowly in the wind. Who's got the highest passive perception out of you guys?
Not me.
Might be me.
17.
17?
Oh, that might be high actually. Wait, 14.
Pebbles, as you're walking, you see someone catch your eye out of the from the top right, just above the high grass verge. This is the biggest bird-like creature you have ever seen. It must be 150 feet long in comparison to the size of you. And you just see it just fly behind you, but just out of the corner of your eye. Still in the air, not landing, but massive.
Guys, I think there's a dragon. I'm only kidding, but I think there's a huge bird there, though. So, I mean, I don't know what it's like to be pecked, but I don't want to find out. I'm used to catching birds, not being caught by them.
We should probably keep our wits about us. Any at this size, we've got a lot more to deal with. Ants, other insects.
Yeah.
Can you give me a minute to find my wits in my bag then?
Maybe you go in the middle.
We're gonna be here for a while.
I'll start looking now.
I'll
I'm
keep
gonna
an
start
eye on the
rummaging in my
bird.
bag as I'm walking.
Is there anything you guys are doing or saying whilst you're traversing this path, this long sort of alleyway that you're in, heading to this dome?
As well as rummaging in my bag, every time I go on top of a pebble, I'm going to flap my arms really fast and try and jump.
Okay, roll me an athletics check.
If you start flying.
Ow!
4.
Nothing happens.
I'll keep trying.
Have any
May
of
I
you...
suggest I'll take the rear, Jeremiah take the front. You look after her in the middle.
Sure. I go to the front. I've got my blades out. I'm
Sure.
keeping my head on a swivel.
Sure.
Exactly the same.
Have any of you come like have you ever come across spells like this before?
Until I met all of you, the only magic I'd ever experienced is old Auntie Ethel in the village and her folk cures and such for ailments.
I'll look at me.
Potions and tricks mainly. Nothing like this.
I mean, Maeve is the most accomplished magic user I've ever met.
I mean, I am still confused about what all of your issues is. It's like this has never happened to you before, honestly.
I don't think
This
it's
has
ever
never happened to us before.
This isn't normal. In this world, things typically, other than growing over the years, things typically stay relatively the same size.
I'm going to stop and I'm just going to look at him and go, it doesn't move around. It
No.
doesn't get bigger or smaller or grow or like
Since-
try and eat you one day.
Since you've been in this world, has that ever happened to you?
I mean, I eat a lot of funny mushrooms, so who knows?
What? How?
If we ever go to my home, you are all going to be shooketh.
So how do they
I vote we
change
never
back?
go to her home.
Pardon?
How do
Pebbles?
they change back
Yes.
when you shrink?
Well, sometimes you can get a little drink or a little food, and it says "eat me" on it. And depending on
I was
which
trying
side,
not to bring that into
Yeah.
this.
what
Thank you very
side
much.
of the
I've heard
food-
of that.
what side of the food that you eat. Sometimes one side will make you smaller and one side will make you bigger, but sometimes you don't know which side is which until you try it.
Doesn't sound very.
And sometimes there's a
Well
magic
organised.
spoken caterpillar that gives you them.
I hope we don't encounter a caterpillar, because at our current size, that'd be quite a large behemoth.
Yeah.
They're usually pretty chill.
You guys at
I
this point.
sl-
Oh,
Sorry, go on. I was going to say I slowly sort of just put my hand on the hilt of one of my daggers whilst we're walking.
you guys at this point would be starting to encroach on where this dome is now recognized, as you guys had previously recognized, as a hat that is massive.
It must have caught them all by surprise, whatever this effect was. I mean,
Unless the hat is a house.
the wicker basket left here. We found evidence of meals left in the tavern. I don't know why it took us getting to the orchard for it to affect us, but I
Well,
think it caught everyone
Hang
here by
on.
surprise.
Hang on. Just one question.
You have to
Why
if you
is
want.
that? Okay. Why is that still the normal size?
I was
I was
thinking
going to
that
say the same
I think
thing.
it's a,
Maybe
I
'cause-
think it's a house.
perhaps it's not truly. I don't know. Perhaps it got blown off as they were shrinking, or
I go up to the hat
technically it's
and
not on. It's just
Can
on
I
you, it's
knock
not
on the hat?
worn by you.
I get my hands under and I go, Hippo! Come on, Kath!
I'm going to knock on the hat while she's doing that and go, hello!
I hold up my blade and we could just cut
Oh.
our way through.
As you Pebbles go to lift up the hat, out of the brim that is sort of folded over, you see a few heads appear of bugbears who are the same size as you guys,
Oh,
and you just hear surprise. And can you all roll me initiative, please?
Oh,
I'm gonna look at them and go, I told you it was a house.
they don't get surprised on us, do they?
They do not, because I'm not that mean.
Thank you.
I will just ready
+4.
your tokens.
Nice red dice ready.
I'll switch us over to combat screen. Interesting, so called the bugbears by surprise, maybe. Is it meant to be black and white?
No, I will change the lighting.
I was just making sure it wasn't like something on my end.
Should be better now.
That good. Once more onto the breach, my friends.
Don't touch the butt. You touched the butt. Sorry.
Jeremiah, what did you roll?
14.
Kef?
Huge 6.
Beautiful. Maeve?
16.
Pebbles?
13.
Beautiful.
I just like to point out that for those who can't see, it's very unnerving for us looking at this screen, because in the chat thing, in the chat thing on the screen, we can see all of Reese's death saving throws that are blind rolls, and it's just utterly unnerving. Every time we're going to combat, utterly unnerving.
Don't know what you mean.
It's not done on purpose at all.
Yeah.
No.
We should just spam roll loads of dice on it to get rid of them.
I can just do that. There you go.
Aww.
Has
We
it gone?
needed that fear of death.
No, we didn't, Martin.
You can have the fear of death in 2 minutes if you like it.
I didn't say anything.
Cool.
We all remember Reva, or Rika, or whatever her name was.
No, don't. Don't talk about. We don't talk about Rika. No.
Cool.
You
So
trying
to start
get
with,
Sorry. I'm coming for Disney.
Well, I hope everyone who's watching this live is enjoying this. I don't think we're able to put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So Twitch exclusive.
to start with, is this guy here. He is going to climb out of said hat. And he's going to start attacking you, Pebbles. I need dice. That would help. He's firstly going to swing a Morning Star at you. That'll be a 23 to hit.
That hits, what I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge.
Cool. Second one, he's going to swing at you, Jeremiah.
He has disadvantage.
Cool. That'll miss with a 7.
Cool. He hits. He hits the illusion.
That one. That's dreadful damage. He swings wildly at you with a big grin on his face, Pebbles, and hits you for 5 piercing damage.
Is that halved already?
It would be halved to 2.
Okay.
Maeve, you are up after his turn.
Okay. I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself. For 1. Would he get an attack of opportunity if I moved from there?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Instead, I am. Can I do? Yeah. I am. Yeah. I'm gonna use my Fair Step then to move away so that he can't. Is that okay?
It is indeed.
I am gonna move. Hot off then. I'm going to move back to there, and he will take 5 fire damage.
Cool. Beautiful.
And that is me done.
Good stuff. Next is this guy up here, who's going to climb out of the hat. And then move to here. And is going to swing a Morning Star at you, Jeremiah.
Damn, I forgot that those things have reach. Oh no,
Yes, they-
bugbears have reach, don't they? Ugh. That's a disadvantage because of my leathers.
Oh, one of them was a natural 20. The other one is a 16.
No, that's my armor class. Save me from my crit.
He runs over and takes a swipe at you. You take 6 points of piercing damage.
That's actually quite a lot. Yep.
And next is this guy here,
Oh, Jerry.
who is going to climb out and move here. And do the same thing. Another wild swing at you with disadvantage.
No, it stops. If they hit me, it stops until my next turn.
I'll roll again. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm rolling dreadful damage. 4 points of piercing damage.
It's adding up, I can assure you.
It is a 2d8 weapon.
God.
I've rolled 2. Well, once with Martine, once with you. I've rolled 2 ones. So he swings just at the same time as this other guy swings. They both catch you on either side. Not the most damage in the world, but you still feel a punch from them. And it is your turn to retaliate on them.
I'm stuck with the one in front of me. Yeah. Okay. I will turn to face the one that's with me and Pebble. Balls. Pebble.
Just
Pebble.
Sorry.
singular.
Yeah. I will go my first attack. I'll go to hit him with my blood lightning enriched blade.
All roll hit.
Really hope that hits. Okay. It's a +7. Come on. Does a 15 hit?
15 misses.
Okay, second attack. Does a 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Oh, thank Christ. And that will be... I rolled
You
2
look
ones.
shell shocked.
Um,
Join the club.
so that does 6 damage, 1 lightning, 5 piercing. Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
I will then use my bonus action for my second 2 weapon fighting. God, it's been a while. Sorry.
You good?
That's so close to a natural 20. I rolled a 19.
19 hits.
Blade again. That's better. 9 piercing, 3 lightning.
Cool.
How's it looking?
Fine.
Yeah, I figured. That is the end of my turn.
Good stuff. Pebbles, you're up. You've just seen Jeremiah take a couple of swings do a little bit of damage to this guy. He's still standing there. He's quite beefy compared to the other guys that are around. What would you like to do?
Okay, so is there any like bits of grass that are like high up? Like, you know how we were saying, like walking up there, like there was grass.
They
on
would
the side
be
that's, like...
back from where you came.
Right,
This
so
is
it's just
a bit
it's
more
quite...
open where you are,
Right.
surrounding this hat.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is can I use my steady aim already? Or do I already have to have like my bow out?
You will get disadvantage if you use your bow currently because you have an individual within 5 feet of you.
Okay, if I use my daggers then. I already had my hand on the hilt of one, so...
You can use your dagger.
No, I can't use steady aim on when it's not, but... Right, ignore me.
You can use steady aim on a melee weapon.
Yeah, on
Read it. What does it say?
daggers. Point. Good point. It doesn't say what I can use it on.
What does it say?
It just says as a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn.
So that's anytime you use an attack roll.
Cool. So, do I want to do that though? No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use cunning action. Can I use cunning action to move away?
As in disengage?
More like dash, I suppose, because I'll still be attacking.
You can attack now and then disengage and then move. You can do it in any order that you want to do it, but disengage will stop you getting an attack of opportunity from 2 people. Whereas dash will not, it just doubles your movement.
Okay. Wait,
You can do them in any order you want to.
So if I disengage, I don't get attack of opportunity. Sorry.
If you disengage, you will not suffer an attack of opportunity, yes.
Yeah.
If you move away.
Yeah, I get you. Okay. But if I wanted to use my bow,
you can disengage, move away, and then shoot.
and then shoot. Okay, cool. I will do that then. Sorry, it's taken me so long.
You are absolutely fine. It's been a while.
30. Right, I'm going to move.
So you're disengaging, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take 3 arrows out of my quiver, and I'm gonna fan them out, and I'm gonna look at which one's the sharpest, and then I'm gonna go, okay, that one, and put the others in, and I'm gonna knock that one in my bow, and then I'm gonna go for this guy here,
Rotate.
the big bad.
Come on. Yeah, that's sweet sneak attack damage.
It doesn't look good.
14.
14 will miss.
Okay. So, yeah, that's all I can do.
You shoot and you're running back and just shooting as you're running and it just whiffs just over his shoulder.
I'm gonna shout, "Good luck, you're on your own, Jeremiah!" And then I'll just get ready for... I'll prepare my attack for the next...
Oh. Next is this guy here. He's going to jump out of the hat. And he's going to size the big man up and take a swing at you. That'll be a 19, I believe.
Yeah, that'll
19.
hit you.
That's better damage. That'll be 12 points of piercing damage. Apologies.
And it's not hard because I'm not raging.
And you just hear a little and it's your turn.
That's it now, is it? Bonus action. Let's
Yes.
bring the thunder.
Let's bring that thunder.
Sparkly eyes. Yes, I'm going to rage.
Good stuff.
And can you make a dex save, please?
You can indeed.
Hang on. Is any creature in 10 feet? So it's just him, is it?
Just him,
Is it?
yeah. And the main guy in the middle. Bear with me. I'll do the guy that's right next to you first. Dex save. That's a 19.
Yeah, that saves.
And then the guy in the middle. A 9.
That fails. So the one who... so I rolled a 6 on damage. So the one who saved is 3. The one who failed is 6.
Cool.
That's
And
lightning
what
damage.
do we see as that is happening? When you're raging and this happens?
Basically, he throws his arms back out. The sparks come from his eyes, and just tight, not massive bolts of lightning, but bolts come out of his body and just hit them. And then he's literally gonna, as he does that, he's gonna axe over his head and swing at the one in front of him.
Oh, roll to hit.
Come on.
25.
25 will absolutely hit.
Cut his head off.
Get him, boy.
For 7 damage. 7 slashing damage. Is it?
Yep.
Is it? Yes, it is, yes.
Yes.
And tell you what, I'm going to hit him again.
Yeah, sure. Roll to hit.
18.
18 hits.
Going to be for 9 slashing damage.
He is looking worse for wear.
That's
But still
all I can do.
As you cleave into him twice, his giggling completely stops.
I'm just going to turn around to him just before he does that and just go.
Nice. Next is this guy, who's going to move to here. And he's going to look at you swinging at his friend. And he's going to do the same and try and hit you with his Morning Star. Rolling pretty well, unfortunately, guys. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah.
So that will be 9 points of piercing damage, which will be halved to 4 points of piercing damage. Background to the top of the order is this guy here.
Yeah.
He is going to make his first attack against you, Jeremiah.
Disadvantage.
An 11 to hit, which I think will miss.
Yep, he goes straight through the illusion.
And then his second attack, he's going to swing at you, Kef, as you are pounding down on one of his friends. Oof. 13 to hit.
Meets it.
Meets it, okay.
That is my AC.
Oh,
Oh, we need to do something about that.
maybe a little.
So that is 12 points of piercing damage, half to 6.
Yep.
He is going to shout something. Do any of you speak Goblin?
Checking.
You know, most of my characters speak Goblin, except for this one.
I do not.
None of you know what he's saying. He
Um,
shouts something.
But, God, this is tenuous. My village got attacked by goblins a lot.
Absolutely not.
Wait, no, but does it sound like something they cry when they want backup? Like, have I ever heard them use it on battle?
Roll me an intelligence check. I'm giving you disadvantage.
That's fair. Intelligence. Action. No. Need abilities. I get +2. A disadvantage. That's a natural 1. For 3.
You do not have a clue. Just sounds like a lot of noise.
Biggie's coughing.
Don't worry, Totsaros01. Carter is fine. He is the main character and he's good. Maeve, you're up.
Okay.
He's got
I am
plot armor.
gonna. I'm gonna
He is
move.
unable to fight, unfortunately, as he is a piece of paper.
Paper cutting.
Carter.
Get in between the fingers.
Make
I
you
feel like it should at least have like you know, like that one. I've forgotten what bards have it like with the words
Vicious Mockery.
vicious mockery. I feel like he should at least have
Right.
that one because
shit in
he's
front of their
like
face.
he's so like he should have that one. So I've moved there. I would like to spend a sorcery point. And I'm going to use Twinned Spell, and I am going to use Firebolt at these two here.
Which one, sorry? Sorry, I was...
The
Miles off.
two near Jeremiah.
Oh,
Why am I rolling on there? I don't need to roll on there.
do you not?
Get your dice out.
24.
24 hits.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
And I need... My gosh, I need another dice and I don't have one prepared. Whatever will I do?
Well, you do. Imagine.
Hang on, sorry, I've picked up the wrong one because I'm having a moment. It's my turn now for it's been a while.
Carter just turns round and says,
Oh my god, that
they
was
say
such a
you
good roll.
look like
18
shit.
fire damage.
How many?
18.
Yeah, and I hate
Cool.
you.
Damn.
Good damage. Really good damage.
I know.
You-
So I'm gonna like hold my hand out and I'm gonna shout, "Bad Teddy!" And blue fire is gonna shoot out at my hands towards them both.
Cool. Anything else from you?
How do they look?
They both... You went for both of the ones on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
They both look pretty rough. They're still standing, but they're singed, and you smell burning hair, Jeremiah.
I'm gonna look at Jeremiah after what Pebble shouted, and I'm just gonna go, "I've got your back, Jeremiah." And that's it.
Thanks, Maeve. Nice job.
Cool. It is one of their turns, which is this guy here. He is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, run to here. And he's gonna throw a javelin at you, Maeve.
Okay.
You see he is black and he has bald spots. You can still
I'm
see
just gonna
smoke.
keep shouting, "Bad Teddy! Bad Teddy!"
It's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
I think he took the fire personally.
Oof. So that is
Don't do
10
that.
10 points of piercing damage.
Like, I've been using rosemary oil on my fur. Oh, that progress!
He was trying to growl out.
Next is the guy who is also singed, but is staying where he is near Jeremiah. He's going to carry on swinging a Morning Star at you. He looks
Disadvantage.
weakened. Disadvantage. I still rolled okay. That is a 19 with disadvantage. I rolled 19 and a 22 altogether.
Fuck the stupid bugbear. He hits.
That is 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
These
Wasn't
things.
2 1s this time.
I am.
You just he looks at you and he just goes, "Fuck you."
That definitely wasn't godly.
That wasn't very nice now, was it?
One.
Jeremiah, you are up.
These things have reach, don't they? Like I've seen the one, the middle one, the main.
You will have seen that they've got
Yes.
long arms, and you're
Okay, I stepped towards.
pretty sure that they can reach.
I stepped towards the other one with
Yes.
my blood lightning enriched swords, and I'm gonna try to stab him through the fucking head.
Nice. Roll to hit.
That's a dirty 20.
30-20 will hit.
Oh crap! Don't drop the dice. That doesn't help. Ooh, that is 10 piercing, 4 lightning.
Tell me how you kill him.
Ooh. I step towards him and I duck underneath his blow and I shove my blade through the side of his chest up into his heart. And then unsheathe it from his body and I turn back around to face the other one.
Stop.
And I run at him with my blade swinging. And I'll swing again.
Sure, roll to hit.
That is that's a natural 15 with action plus 7, so
Yeah.
20. Cool. That's disappointing. 6 piercing, 1 lightning.
Oh.
And then I use my bonus action for my dual weapon. What is it called?
2-weapon fight.
2-weapon fight. That's the one. 2-weapon fighting.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Thank Christ for that.
Why? Are we at a slam poetry session, Ollie?
Just take a
Yeah.
photo.
I'm trying to jazz the place up. You know what I mean?
Just the place
I ain't
up.
hating.
So
I'm
I,
just stating.
I double damage, double
the
dice
dice.
damage, and that's including all my crimson right because it's on.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that is an 8. That's a 4, so that's 12 plus another 4, 16 damage in total.
Don't forget to not add your modifier because it's your.
I get that because I've got I have a fighting style of dual weapon fighting, which lets me add that.
Ah, yeah, it does. Ignore me. Yeah. What was the damage?
Ah, Christ. 8, 12, 16.
Cool. He is bloodied.
Yeah, I get him straight across the chest with a nasty gash. Come on, Keth, we have this. I'll take a step towards. Wait. Yeah, I'll take a step towards Keth.
Oh.
And my turn.
Pebbles, you're up.
After hearing Jeremiah say, "Come on, Kef, we've got this," Pebbles just sort of goes, I guess I'll just stay here then. And she whips out an arrow and
Shoots
she
Jeremiah.
gives it a little. She gives it a little anyways, and she knocks it, and she goes to take a shot at the guy that's in front of Jeremiah.
Oh. You know the rules?
I
You get
am
a
going to
natural
be
one,
using
You may
steady
hit
aim.
Jeremiah. Good stuff.
Nice.
So, so 3 is 12. Oh,
I'm laughing at chat.
no,
What
that's
did I say now?
you don't want to know.
Kisses the tip.
I wasn't going to say it. So that's dirty 20.
We'll hit.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use my sneak attack because he's right in front of him. So, I don't want
And
to
could you have
space.
advantage?
Hold on. What?
And because you have advantage.
Let's not complicate it. You get sneak attack. Carry on rolling.
Yeah, thanks. Right. 1d6 plus 5. So, where's my d6? D6. There's 3 plus 5, so that's 8 piercing. And 3d6. 1, 4, 5.
We need to get you some more d6s.
Yeah.
And that's 7.
So 8 and 7 it was,
sneak
yeah?
Nice.
So 15.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. He is just hanging on.
Bastard.
Nice.
End of your turn?
Yes.
Cool. Next is this goblin here. Goblin? This bugbear. I said goblin language. This bugbear.
He's technically a goblin.
Goblin.
Kind of, technically, yes.
Goblin.
He's no longer laughing at you, Kef. He's going to take a swing in anger. He's going to miss with a 6.
He just parry it with that axe.
Just stares you down,
Kev starts
waiting
laughing.
for that final blow. Kef, you're up.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn around to Jeremiah and go, keep that one alive.
Sure.
And he's then going to scream out in his rage, as he does. And I think that means that... We'll check it. Oh, sorry, it's only one creature of my choice. So I'm going to do the guy in front of me. He's going to get hit by lightning. Can he make a dex save?
He can indeed.
It's only one.
The one that just swung at you.
Yes.
A 16.
Yes, that saves. So he takes 2 lightning damage.
Beautiful. He's just hanging on in there.
And then I'm going to swing at him.
Roll to hit.
18
Will hit.
is for 12 points of slashing
Is
damage.
way more than enough as you cleave at him. Cut his one arm off that's holding this morning star. He looks down at it, just gulps, and just falls towards you.
And then I'm going to turn around to the next guy, to the other one that's there. I'm just going to look him in the eye and go, "You're next."
You hear a massive
Walk.
gulp.
There. And I'm going to swing again. For 19.
19 hits.
That's going to be for 14 points of slashing damage.
Beautiful.
And that is my turn over there.
Beautiful. You cut into this one. He starts bleeding instantly from the sharpness of your weapon that you're just angrily swinging around. And it is his turn. He looks down at the wound you've just made on him and sees the blood. And then swings his Morning Star at you. I'm assuming it's going to hit with a 17.
Yep.
For 12 points of piercing damage. Down to 6 because you're raging. And back round to the top of the order. This guy here stood with Jeremiah.
Disadvantage.
Yes. He is going to look in the distance and then swing his Morning Star at you twice. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
For 7 piercing damage. And then the second one is not a disadvantage, I believe, because he's already hit you.
Yeah, it's just a straight roll.
It's worse than the disadvantage roll for a 9.
I catch that my blade.
He just stares off into the distance as you catch his blade.
Where in the distance? Like over my shoulder, like to
Over
the
your
left?
shoulder. Maeve, you're up.
Okay. I am going to move. Wait, why are you not moving? I'm going to move there.
Oh.
And yeah. And after seeing as he's just hit me with a javelin, I'm gonna like turn and look at him, and I'm gonna use scream, and I'm gonna use mind slither. So can you make an intelligence saving throw, please?
Can indeed. Not a bugbear's strongest suit. Will be an 8.
That fails. Oh my god. 2 damage.
2. Beautiful.
So well, just so
You see as the
straight.
fur that he has left just sort of is like pushed all the way back as this scream hits him. And he just sort of grins and bears it, trying to get his way through it. Anything else from you?
No, that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay. It is his turn. He's going to move to there. Can't quite reach you, but he's going to
That's not
throw a
funny,
javelin.
Tox Arrows. I find that very offensive.
A 22 to hit you with the javelin.
That hit.
For 7 piercing damage.
But they should get on the Olympic bugbear javelin team.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Jeremiah, you're up.
Yeah, I will go for an attack on the one in front of me.
Sure, he's a sneeze away from dying.
I will do non-lethal damage because Kef asked me
Sure.
to keep this one alive.
Cool.
I probably won't even hit. 14.
14 misses. You just stroke his face.
That's a natural 15 plus 7, so 23.
Will hit.
22.
Will hit. 22, but still hits. Stroke of the face and a karate chop on the second one.
13 damage in total.
Yeah, he's down.
No, stroke in the face and then all of a sudden just go.
I
That's
hit
so
him
rude.
in the head with the pommel of my short sword.
It's not as fun as the karate chop, but we'll accept it.
Is that Olaplex?
I can't.
Anything else from you?
If you know, you know.
I can't reach the one that Maeve is fighting. So I'll go for the one next to Kev.
Oh.
Since this is practically all happening at the same time,
Yes.
Kev's just swung, so I will run, dramatically slide under his attack, and I'll go for the dude's knees.
Rotate.
That is plus a 2, 25 to hit
Yeah, we'll hit.
for 13 damage.
Is exactly enough that you need. He goes down. As you swing and catch him in the knee and just cleave his kneecap in half. And he goes down like a sack of spuds.
I nod.
Anything else from
at
you?
Kev. How far can I go from here? I was there, wasn't I? 15. I'll start moving towards the other one.
As you start moving towards the other one and have now turned in that direction, you see in the distance behind Maeve a huge fucking bird flying your way.
Incoming. Incoming. I say again to everyone. Bird.
Pebbles, you're up.
We might want to get under the hat.
I can shoot him from there, can't I? 1, 2. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I can.
What's the range of your bow?
Why'd you ask that? Like you're not confident.
Because you can't just say, "Yeah, fuck it, it works."
80 to 320 feet.
Yeah, you're fine.
I think I am. Yeah.
Have you not heard of the fuck it works rule in
Yeah,
D&D?
fuck it, it works. Yeah, that's
Like
It's
wood-
Pebbles
I'm
roll.
a great D&D player, so obviously just by the look of it, I can tell.
yeah, that's it.
So yeah, I'm gonna steady aim that bitch, and I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Oh.
Ooh, 17 plus 5, 23.
Plus 5.
I couldn't get sneak attack on him, could I? Technically, I'm hidden from him because he can't
You're not.
see me.
You're not
It's-
hidden.
You've got
But what did you
got
do before you rolled to hit?
Oh, because I've got advantage, so
Why have you got advantage?
because of my steady aim.
Well done, miss. I'm a great D&D player.
Thank you. Thanks,
You're welcome.
guys. I'll be here all night. See, everyone watching, even if you've been in the game like well over a year, like I'm talking a year and a half, like you know, you can still be a newbie for as long as you need to be, basically, and you're always learning. So
Yeah,
And
when you
so-
have a great and
Don't-
supportive DM.
don't let the DM shit on you and make you feel like you're anything less than perfect.
and some are learning the same thing.
I would
Quick.
never do that. I would
Right.
never.
I make the
ever.
point. I make the point that it's usually in the other game we play. It's usually us to remind you you've got 2 attacks.
No, I remember all the time now.
Now,
All the time I remember now. Anyways,
Anyways,
I will roll
Now that
my...
you've finished talking to
my
chat
damage.
and just completely forgetting that we're in the middle of a game, you're good.
Anyways.
They're not on your side.
That's 8. 8 piercing. 8
piercing.
piercing. Plus... That's 9.
definitely need to get you more
11.
D6s.
So that's 11 plus 8, 19.
I want to do this.
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out one of my arrows. I'm going to look at it. And then I'm going to knock it. And then I'm going to whisper a giantish folklore chant
Okay.
to my bow.
What does it sound like? What does Jeremiah hear?
Wait, he's not. Is he near me?
It's
Is he
right
near
next to
me?
you.
He's right next to me, but I whisper it, so
Jeremiah, you've got quite a high passive perception.
Yeah, quite good.
Yeah.
you can't.
I don't your race have like really good hearing as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds.
And Tabaxis are
It can
famous
sound-
enunciators.
And we are paused until you do something. I'm pretty
Like
sure
I
chat
said,
would
guys,
hear
don't
it.
let your DM bully you. So, anyways, I've got my bow,
You're throwing this bully
And
word
I-
around a lot.
and I say, both ton a no to son, and then I send it off. That's how I imagine giant.
That's a short story.
That was really good.
It was just a little chant, you know.
Yeah. Ooga booga.
So yeah.
Look at
That's and then I fly the arrow and I imagine it hits him right in the back of the noggin, you know, right at that brainstem.
And he, after chasing after Maeve across this field, just hits the floor. Tumbles over a few times, sort of lands at Maeve's feet, just in a crumpled mess. You guys are, for the moment, out of initiative. There is a 150 feet long bird flying at you.
What would that be classed as large?
No, way bigger than large.
Can I start running towards the hat?
So let's say everyone under the hat.
This is like Tarask sized.
I'm gonna leg it towards the.
But it's not size whatever. It's
No,
not
you-
size relative to us, is it? The
Yes.
sizing.
Because if I put a token out, it is huge. You guys are tiny. That hat is a normal size hat.
Damn.
If you are
I'm
shrunken,
gonna-
things get
It says
bigger in
large or
accordance to
smaller
what you want.
creature.
No, it's larger than that.
Can I attempt to lift the hat?
You can roll me a athletics check.
Can I assist him?
You can.
And I'm gonna try and
I'm
drag the guy
Still
in.
raging, by the way. I'm still raging.
Yeah, you would
so I
still
get-
be raging at
I
this
get
moment,
advantage.
How close am I to the hat?
Count the squares.
For how many?
No, you're 50 feet away. Because you would have started moving at this point.
Yeah.
You don't need to use Forge anymore. We're out of it.
No, I was trying to work it out.
We don't
You know,
need
like
to.
how far this fucking bird's getting to me.
21.
21, you lift it. You do not lift it a huge amount because it is heavy in comparison to the size that you are. But you lift it, and there is enough of a gap for people to get under it.
I imagine okay.
Can I
Bless you.
As we go on, sorry.
can I put my short sword in the gap he's made to hold it?
There's nothing to say it won't cut through the hat, but yeah,
Oh. Can
it's
I
a
put
hat.
it blade down so it's on the pommel?
Sure.
I'm going
just gonna
to
still
try
keep
and
holding
drag
it.
the guy in by his feet, so we can drag the guy that's incapacitated, if you will.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Roll me a
Like the
athletics check,
others.
Actually, no, I don't. 'cause
just
I'm,
because I do
sorry.
this at speed.
I'm helping.
No
'cause I'm
problemo.
assisting Kev, so I guess I'm holding the hat with him.
Sure.
Hold on a second. So if I, because you got the proficiency bonus. So if you're proficient,
It'll already be added.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck. 7.
You grab, but he is big and he is heavy. And you do not manage to slide him in. Just a leg. Sort of lower calf is under the hat.
I don't get it because question, because you said that it's already added, but
Yes.
my athletics is only +2, but my proficiency bonus is +3.
Yes,
proficient
but
in
your
athletics?
strength is a -1.
What's your strength?
Oh, pff,
So without the proficiency bonus, your athletics would be a -1.
Thanks for clearing that up for me.
You're welcome. Remember, guys, if you've been playing D&D for a year or a year and a half, you're always learning.
Can you hold this by
You're
yourself? Kath?
always learning.
I was rolling with advantage anyway because I'm raging, so I didn't.
You will not be raging anymore.
Need your help.
But
Um,
But
When
you've
I
got the
lifted
hat
it, I was raging.
currently. Yes.
Then I'll go help Pebbles. I'll run over to Pebbles.
Okay.
And
Sure.
try to
This
drag
bird is getting very close, by the
try
way.
to drag him in.
Sure.
Am
It
I
is
close enough
maybe
to help?
maybe 30 feet away from you at this point.
Straight roll.
Am I close enough yet to help, or
Yeah.
I will grab an arm and start dragging?
Sure.
So advantage. Are you separate rolls, or are we assisting each other?
Separate rolls, just because of how quickly this is moving.
That is a 16.
Okay.
That's a 3.
Beautiful. Half of him is now under the hat. Half of him is out of the hat. This
Can
bird
I
is
shuffle along?
25 feet in front of you, 20 feet in front of you.
I'm going to abandon
Right.
the thing and I'm going to go under the hat and I'm going to hug Kef as I go past and go, thanks, Kef. And then I'm going to let him go and go in.
Sure.
Am I close enough to the creature that I can try and kick him in?
You would not be. And to hold this hat and to try and kick, you would be a struggle, because this is a weight. What are you guys doing? This bird is closing.
I'm inside the hat.
Random plan.
Sure. Pebbles, what did you say? Abandoned plan? What are you doing?
I'm going in under the hat. Can I see
Okay.
anything in, like, what? Because obviously I've got dark vision. Like, can I see anything initially under the hat?
Empty, as far as you can see.
Empty. Okay then. Yeah.
Jeremiah, what are you doing?
I tried to pull him again.
Sure. As you do, I'm going to need you to make a contested athletics check at this moment, because the bird is now at you. And it's grabbing that same body.
Oh, then I'll let her have it.
Sure.
I'm not winning.
While the body's
I'm
there,
not winning. It's apparently gargantuan, so I'm not winning this contest.
it's huge.
So yeah, I jump back.
You
I'm
see
just-
as this bird grabs this body and just takes off.
Okay, cool.
Bye bye.
You are out of scary moments.
Quick, Kev, under the hat.
Have you taken us off of...
I'm going to try and
yeah.
pull Kef under the hat. I know I'm not going to be able to move him, but I'm going to attempt to look like I'm trying to pull Kef under the hat.
Sure. Kev's fine. The bird's flown off at this point.
I guess.
Okay.
Was there? You said there's something else in the hat. Pebbles. You check.
As far as you can see,
Oh,
Guys,
Okay, I go back outside.
bird's gone and this is heavy.
I go back under the hat.
yeah.
Are we going out of the
Yeah.
hat? Okay.
Well,
Once they're all out, I'm just going to drop it.
Sorry, Kev. I pat your shoulder.
I'm going to hug him again.
so wait. So the bugbears were shrunken.
I'm thinking this all happened to the town, and then the bugbears showed up, perhaps to raid the town. That's a thing Goblinkin like to do. And they came into the orchard, and what happened to us happened to them as well.
But why were they just sat waiting?
They were probably hiding from the bird.
That makes sense.
This is what goblins are opportunistic. It's what they do.
Yeah. Whether they were always going to raid the town, whether they thought, oh, can't see anyone, let's try our luck. They're Goblinkin, they're scum.
as you guys are now out of the hat, Pebbles with the highest passive perception. As you guys are talking, you hear a voice. You may want to get out of the open. It will come back to grab you. That's not going to keep it fed for a long time. You look over, and where you have come from, there's a small split in the grass, and just a small elven lady with blonde hair, just her head poking out and looking at you.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Guys, this way. And I
Let's
beckon
go.
everyone over, and then
I'm
we'll
gonna
go over to
I'm gonna
the
pick up
lady.
my axe and pick up Maeve at the same time.
I'm going to say Maeve is literally still like clinging around you at the minute. I just imagine you carrying her like a sack under your arm.
That is exactly just like under her arm. And I'm gonna put my axe back behind the thing, back behind my back, and just pat her on the head and go, "Now I know how to keep you around."
I'm good at starting fires.
I'll walk over to the lady and sort of go through, like I'll sort of follow her through the grass and sort of make a path for everyone
She sort of
as we go through.
once sort of hurries you all in, and then once you're in the tall grass, that was close. The bird won't find you in here. We're safe.
Are you used to being in? How long have you been this small?
About a month now. You kind of get used to it.
A month.
Yes. It's not been fun.
What about
You
the
know-
pink?
Imagine how long a raspberry would last you.
Oh, we have some. They it's a few of them. A couple have been feeding sort of 30 of us ish.
How are you the residents of the town then?
Yeah, some of us aren't here anymore.
I'm
The
sorry.
bird gets hungry, and there's some big caterpillars around in places. But there's maybe a few of us left. We should get to the basket. We're safe to talk there.
Right.
You lead the way.
She starts leading the way through these big strands of grass, sort of just holding them open for you and leading the way through. After what seems like an eternity of clambering through these long strands of grass, you get to the base of what is a tall wall of seemingly woven strands of wood. She turns to you guys and goes, "Oh, we're here." And she lets out a big whistle. A couple of moments later, a rope drops down from the top of the basket. Please, after you. It's safe, I promise.
I'll start.
I'm Sorsha, by the way.
Sorsha, it's lovely to meet you.
You too.
Is that Irish?
I'll start
it-
climbing.
What is Irish?
Never mind.
Sure, you won't have to do checks. You climb up and into the basket, up a rope, and then down a corresponding rope. And as you get down, you see there are 30 or so, all looking like elves, packed into the confines of this basket, which has some large chunks of bread. There are some odd raspberries laying around. Some of the bread has been turned into furniture and little houses. And there's some blades of grass and flower petals that they're using as different implements to get along with their day. It looks like they've made the most of a quite dire situation, which has left them living in a basket. Sorsha, I was going to say something that people would have made comment on, comes in last. Not what I was going to say.
Comes last.
I was going to say takes the rear, or takes up the rear is what I was going to say, but
Yeah. She's
yes.
the last one in.
Yes.
We're
when
adults
she,
here. I don't know why you thought we'd be any
Yeah.
different.
We're all grown-ups.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So
We
she
would have
takes-
not taken that out of
so she takes
context
the
at
rear.
all.
She takes up the rear
Go ahead.
and she gets into the basket and just sort of breathes a sigh of relief and sort of just slumps down onto the floor. Oh, I haven't seen many actually get away from the bird. Well done, all of you. Amazing.
I mean, it was nothing really. You know.
So,
Yes.
you've all been here a month.
Yes. Yes.
I don't suppose you have any idea what happened.
Well, we all work. Well, most of us that are left work in the orchard. Normally. And the trouble kind of began when Freya. She used to own the village. She was working on some magic at the table in the centre of the orchard. And a few of us were having lunch, having a picnic. Others were tending to sort of various tasks. And then there was a flash of light and then darkness. And then we were like this. Just suddenly.
So, is Freya here? Did she get shrunken too?
Maybe. None of us have braved going over to where she was working before at the table. We're not types to be dealing with big monsters or now big bugs in this case. So we're not sure. Sevelius, thank you for the follow.
Thanks.
Well, if you allow us a chance to catch our breath and recover from that encounter with the bugbears, I see no reason why we couldn't go. Perhaps find out what happened to Freya.
Sure, yes.
I, for one,
help yourselves to bread and the raspberries.
I have some food on me if you'd like me to make a meal for everyone. Something other than raspberries and bread.
Sure, but be careful because the place is made of wood.
Oh, you make a good point. Let's maybe just sure. I'll make something non-heat required. I'll make sandwiches.
We could have raspberry sandwiches.
Oh, we've got jam if you want it.
No, we don't.
We?
We don't have jam.
Okay. I'll spend some time. God. Where is it? It's in features and traits. Yeah, I'll make a meal. I'll spend some time making a meal.
Am I going to assume at this point that I am still carrying Maeve?
Yes.
Yes. And even if you stopped carrying her to climb, I assume you're probably now carrying her again.
Yes.
No, I
think she would have climbed on your back to climb.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah, I was going to. Yeah, that's exactly what I imagined, that she would have climbed on my back. And...
Yeah, she's still literally clinging around your neck.
Can we start
Sure.
the rest?
Yeah, sure. Is there anything you guys are saying or doing whilst taking short rest?
Can we? Is there? I imagine there's other people around.
There are, yeah. There's probably around 30 is what you'd get a guess. Male and female all look elven.
Who can you see nearby?
Searcher?
Sersha.
Did
Sorsha is what I meant to say.
Sorsha. Did this turn anyone else a funny colour?
She looks around at the rest of the elves that are there. No? Is this not your... I mean, it suits you.
I'm not pink, normally, no.
Oh. We must write this down just in case anyone has any weird symptoms.
This happened in the tavern.
Oh. Doesn't mean anything toward this then, I guess. I don't know.
Something else nefarious afoot here.
It seems that way, yes. Yes. Maybe one thing at a time, though. What did you say, Pebbles?
I was gonna just see who's nearby. Like, is there some people working on some stuff? Or because I know that's what you said before. Like, what?
There's a couple of people that are sort of erecting a house out of stale bread. They are like sawing it with makeshift bits of blades of grass and petals, harder petals that they have managed to turn into saws, and they're carving a wall.
I'm gonna go over to them.
Okay.
Just gonna have a bimble over there.
Okay. Well, anything you're saying or doing, or just watching them build a house?
I imagine I'll just sort of watch for a second, and then just watch, just observing from the sidelines, and then I'll sort of go up and I'll say, "Hi, have you been here as long as Sosha?"
Sosha.
Sosha.
The young man that turns round, you're unsure how old he is. He's elven in every way. Young looking face, but has the sort of build and maturity of someone older. Chiseled face. The brightest, twinkliest, greenest eyes you've ever seen. Short, sort of scruffy brown hair. Looks up at you. Yes, I was here when it all started happening. Why, you ask?
I mean, we've only been this size for about an hour, if that.
I mean, I was going to say you look slightly different to anyone else that is here. Not in a bad way.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
What, do you not have anyone in the village that's magically technical?
I don't know what that means, but if you mean proficient with Arcana, no.
Yes,
Unfortunately,
that's
we're
exactly
not,
what I mean.
We're only a small village. We have never had a need for someone to be throwing spells around at all. The silver from the trees is just what keeps us going on our way.
And what about Freya? What do you know? What are your thoughts on her?
Evil. Something weird about her. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but she has caused this mess, I assume. And is no longer welcome in this village. She doesn't even own it anymore. Why is she still here?
Yeah. So does it?
Will you...
Is it?
Go on.
It is. I mean, it must be a bit shit to think that you're always going to be this small.
It's taken a while to get used to knowing the fact that we will be this small for a while, but I kind of don't think of me being small anymore. It's just, this is just normal height, and this is where we live, and that is something you will have to get used to as well. It's nice to see a pretty face in the basket, though.
I mean, yeah, Maeve's alright.
No.
But,
He just smirks and carries on soaring.
well, thanks for your time. Good luck with the crouton crib. And I walk back over to the
I'm going to take some psychic damage for that. 8.
This is MTV, and welcome to my crouton crib.
Welcome to Crouton Cribs.
As Pebbles walks back over, can I look at her and just go, that guy looks like he likes a bit of fairy pussy over there, Pebbles.
You said that with chest then. It caught me off guard. Jesus Christ. Hard pee and everything.
I know. If you're going to do it right.
I mean...
You know what? When we did that, when I gave her the potion, I didn't make a joke. I'm the worst one for it, and I did not make a joke when we gave her that potion.
I like how you say we, when it was just you spiking me. But...
God, what you say like that?
Pebbles, any reaction to what Maeve just said?
I'm just gonna look away from her. Disgusting.
Kev's just gonna lift a fist up like that behind his just over his shoulder.
Fist bump him.
What is this team that is formed? Don't worry, Ed, we're going on a break in a minute.
I've made some treats if anyone would like some.
What kind?
Flapjacks.
I love flapjacks.
I made some earlier.
Are they pixie free?
Yes.
Do I believe in?
I was nodding, shaking my head at chat. You can roll insight if you want to.
No, I believe him. I'll trust him. I'm just going to give him a look that says if there is
Jeremiah,
pixies
roll
in it, he'll
perception.
pay for it. He'll
I'm not
pay for
lying.
it later.
I've got the only pixie stuff I've got. It's the jam. I didn't use jam to make them.
Are we technically pixies now?
I don't have pixie size, maybe.
You don't have wings.
Well, I've got.
Yeah, 'cause
And I
they're all
don't-
in the jam.
I don't-
Mothers don't have wings.
I've got something.
Jeremiah isn't tricksy enough to be a pixie.
I don't
Thank
know.
you.
He needs much more tricksiness.
I've got 2 flapjacks going spare. If anyone likes them,
I'll take 5.
I would like a flapjack.
I'll take one.
Can I split hit with Kev?
No.
Okay, I will give Kev it then.
They're using a special recipe from home. They'll bolster you for any future combat we have. It makes sense if Kev would have one.
I do need to rest though
I'll
because I have 2 holes in me at the moment.
Well, you're taking a short rest. So at this moment, if anyone wants to take a short rest and mark it on their sheet,
I've done that.
you can do it. Roll any healing that you need to heal.
I forget.
I made a meal as we were short resting.
How many do
you can
I
have an
want?
extra D8 if anyone is expending hit dice to heal.
What we'll do is, while you guys are figuring out, Martine, how to do short rests, we will go on a break as we're an hour and 50 in. So we'll take. Do we do 15 minutes? We do, don't we? We'll take 15 minutes, and we will be back for the rest of Honey, I Shrunk the D&D party. And we'll see you soon.
See you. Be back. Bye.
Even though
Are we
it
on?
looks
Are we
considerably,
back?
even though it looks considerably different.
We're back.
Hi.
Professional as ever.
Hi.
Wow.
Talking about tank cards.
Talking about tank cards. Back from a break and ready for a section that I've missed. Martine?
Take it away. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the exclusive, the undisputably fantastic and brilliant. You don't need no other in
Dragging it on.
Anyways, this is Martine's fact of the day. Do, 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 do.
Way.
Did you know David Attenborough is older than sliced bread? I don't make the rules. And that was Martine's fact of the day.
Give us the years.
What?
Give us the years.
Sorry. David Attenborough was born in 1926. Sliced bread was invented 1928. So he's 2 years older. And
Sounding
mouldier.
just said he's mouldier as well.
That is offensive. He is a national treasure, no matter how mouldy or oldie he is. Anyways, carry on.
As you were.
Good stuff. Thanks, Martin.
As you were.
Back to where you guys were. You've just had your short rests. You've been sitting, milling around, eating food. You've done with your rest. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I don't think we're going to get any bigger sat here, unless it's from all the flapjacks. So, we should probably go and try and find the one that started all this to begin with.
Well, who wants the other flapjack? Basically, our character,
Yes.
it gives you 3 temporary hit points. One's going to
Kef.
me, one's going to Kef, and there's a spare one. Okay. 2 apples.
Sorsha
So
just
three
hand down.
temporary hit points.
She can have some of the other meal. That's fine. I've got 7 uses of that to give out.
It's fine. I've got bread.
I give her some jam to go on the bread.
What jam?
Maeve's going to shoot
Ooh.
daggers at him.
And you remember.
I've written it down.
Delight.
I'll give her some thorn apple
one?
tango.
Okay.
That
Maeve's
was
expression changes when it's not the pixie one and she just looks away. She's also still hanging around Kef's neck.
And I will reactivate the crimson rights on my blades because they stop on a short or long rest.
Yes.
Bloody
Roll
bloody
your
masochist class.
roll your damage.
That's actually on both dice. That's 3. No, in total that's 3. So it just takes away my temporary points. That's brilliant.
Plot twist: David Attenborough's the BBEG. He is now. He's been called Mouldy.
So yeah, you'll see the you'll see the etchings and the runes on the blade fill with blood, and they'll charge of lightning.
Not David.
Just out of context, say, wouldn't David Attenborough be a druid?
He'd be the
100%,
king,
yeah.
he'd be the king of the druids. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's more of an observer.
You haven't seen him
wizard,
fight, that's
maybe like a wizard.
True.
He can go.
Hey, look, you want to see him back in the day? He was ripped. He was hench back in the day.
You've been looking at pictures.
We found Ollie's
Yes,
crush.
yes. We stand
David
David
Attenborough back in
Attenborough
there.
on this show.
Alan
Ranger as well, possibly, according to Sevelius.
Yeah,
I
Beastmastery and
thought
that
that,
shit,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Speak with animals and shit, you know?
Anyway,
He could be a warlock. He could have some pact
Could be-
with a beast somewhere.
he would absolutely be elven with how old he is and has lived for.
That is true. So he'd be Thessie.
God no.
Okay.
No, because he's
David
got a
Attenborough's
bowl
cold.
cut.
He's got better hair than Thessie.
Anyway,
Eyebrows.
For context, guys, Thessie is one of my other characters who is a ranger, and she's also a wood elf, and she also has a bowl cut currently.
She's got really bad hair and
It's
eyebrows.
a disguise.
She's got no eyebrows.
I need reminding of how often she can use her bow with a turn.
Yeah.
Back to this campaign.
Yes. Yeah, whereabouts was Freya when she was casting?
At the table. Oh, sorry, you weren't asking me, were you?
Yeah, that's fine. If you know the answer.
Yes, your friend is correct. It probably isn't safe to take the path to getting there, so cutting through the grass would probably be the best idea.
Is the table in the grass, or is it on the? I imagine it was on a gravel bit.
It is on a path, yes. There's a path that kind of leads to it, but obviously,
Okay.
there are.
I'm sure
issues.
it'll be fed. There was 6 dead bodies out there for the feast on.
You feel some movement in your back pocket,
Oh, Carter.
Jeremiah, and you can feel Carter vibrating, who has landed in there whilst.
Rating.
Yes.
What kind of vibrating pattern would he have, though?
I put out Carter. Hi, Carter.
You see as the words "the bird is coming" clear off, as he has translated you at some point for you at some point.
I'll have to keep you. I'll wrap you around my wrist so I can. So you can do
Chat
that.
were requesting it, so I felt bad that Carter hadn't translated, and he had. You hadn't noticed. And the words, "I can assist with travel,"
Really?
come up.
How can you assist?
It's a map.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure we can see the bench.
The grass is massive.
Okay.
Yeah, Kess just gonna go like that.
Okay, then lead the way, Carter.
You see as the words clear, and he says, "I will fly up and take a look, and then make you a map."
If the bird swoops down and gets him.
That's a risk Carter is willing to take.
Should we? I imagine we need to be in the grass for this, not inside the basket.
Whatever you guys want to do.
I'm wondering if perhaps we could ask someone around here if we can make maybe, I don't know, maybe out of some petals or something which we can use above us, and anytime the bird flies near us, we can stay still and it can't see us because we've got this petal or something over us, you know.
You can take some petals if you like. That is fine. You're doing us a massive service by investigating this, so sure, if you want to take some
Do you have a
petals,
leaf,
that's
perhaps?
absolutely fine. There's some leaves, there's some petals.
I'm thinking
I wouldn't take bread. That's probably not advised.
Thinking that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean with the boat over them. I'm thinking if we get a leaf, we could do that.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, we'll do that.
Should we get a leaf while we're out there? Because it might be hard to carry rope climb and take the leaf with us.
Can we not just out the basket? Just over the edge of the basket, just...
Yeah.
Give it to
You
me.
could sit on it and fly down like a magic carpet. No?
You can try.
You can certainly try.
I'd rather
I
be
don't
the
think-
whim of the wind right now.
I get the feeling that God will kill me if I try and do that.
So are we heading outside the basket with the leaf?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Carter needs to go up first, doesn't he?
Mhm.
Carter's gone.
Oh. Maybe not want to wait for him to come back.
We can.
Carter comes back.
Oh, thank God.
Right.
You see, as he lands in your hand, Jeremiah, and unfurls from his bird-like state, the words, "There is a lake you will be able to cross as a branch has fallen."
Oh, like a puddle.
Probably like a small crack in the ground that is filled with water.
Thank you. Do you want to? I mean, is he like a bird, like a paper mache bird?
At the moment, he is just an unfurled piece of paper flat in your hands, but he does origami into a bird.
Would you like to stay as a bird with us out, or like on my shoulder?
No, thank you.
Okay. Carter's going to show us the way. Let's go.
Let's
You see his-
skedaddle, gang.
Carter just has an arrow pointing in a direction.
Thank you, Carter. That's very helpful.
In 200 yards, take the next
Turn
left.
left. Okay, so what are you guys doing to... Let me just get rid of all of the spam for a second.
Oh shit.
Goodbye, 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 and
But
goodbye.
they've got the little squiggly under the E, that's how you know they're legit.
Mhm. How you guys, what are you guys doing with leaves and petals and such?
Okay, because I know you, I will
Me?
carry the leaf up the rope. Yes, you. I will carry the rope. I will carry
What do
the
you
leaf
mean?
up the rope
Sam.
because we have to go up a rope to go down a rope, and I remember that.
What?
It copied and pasted best viewers on asterisk, 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 like the other 4 people that I just deleted. Carry on. Sorry, Kef.
I will carry the leaf that we have acquired
Sure.
from these people up the rope to
Yep.
then go down the rope.
Sure.
I'm assuming I still have Maeve attached to my back.
Yes.
You assume correctly.
Hmm.
Cool. Easily
So,
done.
yeah, okay.
You fine? Cool. You all go up and then back down, back into the grass. Carter leading the way, just with this arrow, sort of moving like a compass or like a GPS, just pointing in the direction that you need to be walking in. After a short amount of time, as you push forward, you catch the glint of something shiny up ahead. And as you sort of peer, look at it, and get closer, a huge band of golden metal is lying half buried in the soil. Sort of
Oh
this
boy.
big. Just a band.
Like a ring.
As you get closer, you see 3 big green gems set into it. Yes, like a ring.
That's a
Interesting.
pretty ring to
Wait.
lose.
Perhaps. I mean, no one's seen Freya yet. Maybe she didn't shrink. I mean, maybe the hat was Freya's, maybe the ring's Freya's. Maybe something happened to her, I don't know.
That would cause her to lose her ring?
Maybe she blew
how
up, I
did it
don't
still
know.
appear? Blew up?
I don't know magic,
think-
I don't...
I mean, I think we'd notice big chunks of Freya everywhere.
I don't know, that bird seems pretty voracious.
Well, yeah.
Maeve, you know weird things. Exploding people, a thing.
Yes.
We can't take the ring with us, but we should...
Mm.
Carter, could you mark this location on the map so we can come back to it when we're bigger?
You can explode them into dust, you can
Gin.
explode them into chunks, you can explode them into balls of blood, and you can explode them into shards of ice, and you can explode them into like goop, and sometimes they go all slimy and mushy, and yeah.
You see an X mark next to where the arrow is currently.
How do people ever survive your world, Maeve? It just sounds like there's a lot of ways just to die.
I'm going to turn and look at him and go, people don't. And then I'm just
Right,
going to turn
right,
back and
right.
look the other way.
Anyone
People.
close up to the ring at this point?
I think I'd be
Me,
approaching her.
I would be.
Either of you speak Elvish.
Um,
No.
I do.
You're currently on Kef's back. Kef, are you going near the ring?
I'll go near the ring.
I'm going to say, aren't we all under the leaf? I thought we were all holding the leaf up.
There's no need while we're in the grass.
No, I'm just dragging it behind.
Okay.
As you get close, Kef, Maeve, you sort of tilt your head as you see some quite pretty elvish flowing script on the inside of this band. And it says, "For my darling Neve."
It belongs to Neve.
Maybe she just lost it one day.
Yes.
A
maybe
gift
perhaps
from
a month
someone.
ago. Almost.
From a beloved.
Well, Carter's made a mark of it. For us, thank you, Carter.
Shall we poke it?
Keep going.
We will be back for that.
We can touch
Shall
it
we
if you want.
poke it?
Sure.
I'm gonna like lean over from Kev and just touch it.
Oh, roll me a dex save. No, I'm joking. You don't need to.
I'm
No,
good.
you
It's fine
instantly
anyway.
dance.
She would still fucking poke it.
You're fine. It's big and it's chunky and it's metal.
I'm just gonna go. It's not that special. It's just shiny. And I think once we're bigger, these big shiny jewels will be much, much, much smaller.
Yes.
Can
that
I?
makes sense.
Do I know what gems they are?
Yeah, you absolutely know they're emeralds.
I can
Emeralds are
imagine.
pretty expensive.
I can imagine. Pebbles has just stood there, and you could just like glistening in her eyes are just these like the.
It's too big for us to take now. We can come back for it when we're bigger.
And return it to Neve. Right?
Who's Neve?
The person whose name's written inside it. You're not Neve. You're Pebbles. Your
I
name
am.
isn't inside it.
Carter,
You're
please
right.
continue
You're
our
right.
journey.
And I go.
The arrow is still pointing.
Let's go.
As they sort of start to walk off,
Uh-huh.
I get my dagger out
Uh-huh.
and I start to carve my name in what's probably very, very tiny pebbles. And because I'm not very good at writing with my dagger, it just is very scribbly, you know.
I'll let you
Next
do
to
it.
this beautiful elvish flowing letters.
Graffiti.
Little flowing
Yeah.
script, and then just pebbles just etched into it with a shaky hand
Yes.
with a dagger.
I was here.
Was it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
fine. As you continue on, you get to an area where the grass is sort of dampened down, and you see a rather large bottle. On the side of the label that you can make out, it says Merkin's Gherkins.
I love that. Merkins Gherkins.
As you sort of take it in for a second, you notice inside the bottle is a grey-haired human male wearing some rather tatty leathered armour, half submerged in some liquid that hasn't quite spilled out, and he is just singing tunelessly to himself. The area smells a lot like a mixture of vinegar and cider.
Could
What's he
this
singing?
be- This could be Derek.
I'm gonna leave Lena whispering Kef's ear, spelling like the cider, and go, Kef, if there's alcohol around here, we're tiny, we could get really, really drunk.
Yeah.
Shall we look for it? We won't tell Jeremiah though, because
Yeah.
they'll spoil it. Okay.
He grew up in a pub.
Pebbles will
You
join.
don't drink a drink.
Pebbles will join us, and Pebbles, you'll hear in your head, using my telepathic speech. Pebbles, me and Kef are going to go look for alcohol on his travels, but don't tell Jeremiah because he won't let us. And we're going to get drunk. Are you joining us? We'll tell Jeremiah once we're there and drunk.
I mean, sure, but I don't drink. But you guys have fun.
I'm going to whisper in Kef's ear. Pebbles is boring. She just does too.
Can I walk over to the bottle?
You can.
I
Same.
knock on it. Hi,
Hi.
are you Derek, by any chance?
I was once upon a time.
Well, I'm sure you still are.
Yeah, maybe.
Sent here on a mission.
I don't know. Who are you?
We are you, just a month later.
You're Derek.
No,
Oh,
we've
you're on a
been
mission.
we've been sent here by your employer to do what you are asked to do.
What was that?
Find out what happened to the people of this town.
He splashes his arm. Want some cider?
I'm fine. Actually, no. I mean, I guess we were sent here to find out what happened to you. I think he was just sent it. I think you were just sent here to.
To drink cider, yeah.
What were you sent here for? Just to check,
I'd have
just to check
cider.
the purchase.
What?
Would you like to assist us, or are you just going to stay here and drink?
I'm gonna drink.
Did you find out anything useful whilst you've been here,
I found cider.
other than the cider?
There's some hairy fellas with long arms.
Yes, we have dispatched them.
Oh, excellent. What are you doing?
Where Jeremiah can't see, can I cast Mage Hand? And I'm going to float it behind Jeremiah's back and scoop up some cider and float it back over towards me and Kev. And I'm going to hide it at the side that Jeremiah can't see. And I'm just going to lean over and drink some of the cider.
Do I hear
And I'm going to
cast?
float it towards Kev as well.
I'll drink it from the hand and then just unclip the tankard that I have attached to my belt and just slowly put it over my shoulder.
I'm going to use the Mage Hand to fill the tankard up.
Absolutely fine. Sure.
And I'm going to start rummaging in my bag for a glass.
Jeremiah, I don't think he's going to be of much use to us unless we keep him as a travelling entertainment.
I think we just leave him to her. Although, if we all suddenly regain size, I think he might. I imagine he'll die if he's inside the glass.
Yeah, well, that's not on us, so maybe we'll just carry on.
Yeah, sure. Carter,
I saw
we
a
found
nudge.
Derek, by the way.
Oh, excellent. How is he?
Drunk.
Ah.
He is yay big, and he found a bottle of cider which is bigger than way big.
Pool of cider, if you will.
Yes,
That
essentially a pool
Is
of
that who's
cider.
making that noise?
Yes. Do you have eyes?
Leave
Can
him.
I show you?
As you turn it around, it just says, leave him in big letters.
Oh. At the very least, he's drinking on the job, so perhaps perhaps the money you were paying him, it should go to us. Just
That's a good
That's
point.
not for me to decide.
Yeah, that's true.
but you've noted it on whatever record you're keeping.
The arrow comes back.
I'd have that as yes.
I nudge the other two before sort of Jeremiah's ready to go, sort of thing. So they know to pack it in.
I'm going to hide my cider at the side And I'm just going to look like really fakely nonchalant, just like,
Are you still on Kef's back?
yes.
That can be good
Yeah.
for a digestion.
You
Kev.
don't need to roll an insight check to see the look on May's face.
He ignores it. He always imagines she's up to something.
Rightly.
Let's go. Carter says this direction. Right, Derek. Perhaps leave off the booze for a bit. Lay off the booze for a bit.
You're not my mother.
No, and I thank my lucky stars.
La da dee. As she's backing out, she's going la da doo, la da da.
My song. Following the arrow, it leads.
Can I just
you
say
to-
before we leave, can me and Maeve be the last ones to leave? And I'm going to.
I mean, Jeremiah has
ahead.
walked past and left you anyway, so yeah.
I'm going to point into my rucksack. I ask her to get the water skins out.
I will do as instructed.
We've got to
And
leave you
fill them
behind.
And I will fill any empty jars I have up in my baggage.
Sure. You now have 4 jars of cider vinegar.
Merkin
Oh,
gherkin.
God, yeah.
Merkin's Gherkins.
Yeah,
It's not
well,
actual vinegar. They've tasted it. It is more cider than vinegar. It's as though someone has emptied some gherkins and put
Yeah.
cider in it.
Merkin gherkin, getting you jerking. No?
No.
I'll come up
Maybe
with
not.
one, don't
Wow.
worry.
Maybe not.
Fuck it, why not?
By
I'm gonna back
next-
it. I double down.
Cat's joining in and twerking.
Twerking. Getting you working.
We'll figure it out at some
Don't
other
worry,
point.
I'll think of them.
Let's
Good
go.
stuff. Next
Have I-
session,
have
that's
I-
what we
have
need
I-
from you.
Have I ditched them?
Not fully ditch them, no, and they would be able to see the print that you've left of the grass that is Mosesing as you go through it. Following the arrow, it leads you to a small clearing, and you see that there is a river that goes across, and a branch has indeed fallen. That is big enough to hold you guys' weight. You would assume it's probably a stick over a very small puddle in real terms, but it suffices to allow you to cross said bridge.
We could go around.
It seems to stretch for as far as you can see this river.
Let's go across carefully.
Um,
I'm going to lift up the leaves above my head, like centre mass.
I will also
in front
help
of me
him
and behind
fill it.
me.
Can you even reach to that height though?
I'm still
No.
on his back. I'm using my thighs
Oh,
to.
fair enough.
I'm using my thighs of steel to hold on to him.
Athletics check, Maeve.
I'll go at the
No,
back
I
of
won't.
the
And if
leaf
I've got to
where
make
it
athletics,
slopes
I will
a
get
bit.
down and try and help him. I'll use Mage Hand to reach up and hold it.
Jeremiah, what did you say?
I'll go at the back of the leaf where it's
Sure.
sloped down.
Yes. Cool. What are you guys doing?
Crossing that.
Walking with a
stick.
leaf like this.
Cool. As you guys walk up to this stick, what is the order in which you're walking?
I'd probably be at the front.
I thought Kev was at the front.
If thought it was
I'm holding it in the
Under
middle.
the leaf, or
All right,
in-
okay.
Yeah.
I'll be behind Kev because I'll
I'll be at the back then.
just got down.
So
yeah,
Pebbles at the
maybe
front,
it
then
from
Kef,
down
Maeve on his back, and then Jeremiah. Pebbles, as you approach, you see, just as you get to this branch, you see a big spider crawl round the side of the branch and stand on top and just stare at you. And then, as it stands there and just looks, you see other little spiders come around. And there are 6 in total.
Does anybody know Spiderish?
No.
No, and I'm not particularly fond of him, so maybe we detour.
Well, we need to get over this Excuse me, I say to the big spider.
I don't think they talk.
Roll initiative.
Shit.
I was going to say we could have.
Going for gold this time.
Oh, but I've just put my nuts in the dice
Excuse
tray.
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't do that. You'll dirty your dice tray.
That's better.
I'll definitely take that. Sorry?
Unfortunately, I don't come prepared with a leaf for your map.
I imagine we're probably ditching the leaf if we're going to combat.
I assumed so.
Can you just lie it down? We'll just
Yeah, I
say
will
to
have
the
got down.
side of
I
us.
will have got down off Kev's back as well. Like, obviously, I mean, I've got down before, but yeah, just to make it clear that I am off Kev's. I'm not on Kev's back like a backpack.
Or Kev.
Like a backpack.
I am still
Carrying
very
the
close
party.
to Kev, but I am not on his back.
Quite literally.
I'm actually loving it. I wanted to stay on and have like an arm, like a cannon on my shoulder, like an eldritch, like a.
You'll get too close for her.
Bear with 2 seconds.
If I hold her feet, if I put my hands back and hold her feet, and she can put both hands up, and I go like double cannons.
Well, no, it'd be better. Like, she's not warlock, is she? I don't have Eldritch Blast.
There goes my dream of being an Orcish Blastoise.
I know.
We'll
One
find,
day,
we'll
one
find an
day.
artificer somewhere who'll get you a shoulder cannon.
+3 to AC with Mave Armor.
Mave armor.
No, don't do that because I've got unarmored defense. It'd make my AC lower.
We do need to do something about your AC.
Yeah.
We get you some magic items.
Jeremiah, what did you roll?
19. Very happy with
Beautiful.
that.
Kev?
I rolled a kinky 20.
Kinky 20. Maeve?
13.
Pebs.
18.
Beautiful. Good rolls, guys.
That's
Yeah, it's
fine.
off it.
I don't think we're too close to them, so hopefully we can get a few of them before they start attacking us.
Hit him fast. Merkins Gherkins, getting you saying, oh yeah, that's workins. Merkin Gherkins.
That pause wasn't an invitation for you to fill it.
Oh, someone filled the silence. Absolutely.
Oh, okay, go.
Right. Oh, thank you. Okay, well,
rhymes.
Fill the silence
Merkin
better, but fill the
Oh,
silence.
this one's better. Okay.
Merkins Gherkins.
So-
Remember to check out Pitter Patter Emporium for all your
better.
miniature
Yes,
needs.
that's wonderful.
The silence, not
Oh,
Martin
your
trying to rhyme stuff with
all
Gherkin.
your combat needs. You too could get a miniature of a gherkin.
Oh,
I don't know if they offer that.
Yeah, let's-
you could make one.
if you make one on Hero
Oh.
Forge,
You could have a Merkin Gherkin
No.
of your own.
You could get spiders.
they'll
You
start
could make
advertising
your
Hero Forge, but I'm
team
sure they've got
miniature.
that as an accessory.
Perhaps the Merkin Gherkin can be lurking.
Do we need to take psychic damage for that,
If
surely?
you're still interested in watching us after all of this, you can watch previous episodes on YouTube.
Yes.
Some of them
It
don't
is a
have me
little
in
bit
it,
better
so
than
maybe-
this, I can assure
Maybe
you.
watch those ones.
Yes, we do try
yeah.
to censor out the
Palatable.
bad jokes.
Do we?
What do you
No,
mean?
we don't.
No,
No,
we
we
don't
don't.
We're
at
gonna have
all.
to start.
We don't censor anything.
You do remember Backdoor and Cream Pie, right?
Nah.
That's what started us. That's what got
Oh
us
God,
to
there's
this
3
place
big ones.
where we are.
Yes.
3 big ones. Oh.
Ew, they look so ugly. I don't like it.
Yes, they do.
What rhymes with gherkin?
Kev, you're up first.
I am going to.
Yes, Totsura 01.
Yes,
I did
I
know
think
when I
we're all aware.
when I created the name.
Can I move to there?
No.
No.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I'm just saying because it's the stick. It's part of the. I don't. I shall. I shall start raging. I will not yet inflict any damage, though. I don't think anything's in. Is there anything within 10 feet of me anyway? Yeah, that one is, isn't it?
That one is, and that one is.
I'm not going to use the lightning, though. I think I have the option not to.
Sure.
And I am going to hold my action, which is to swing at one when it comes near me.
Sure. Not a problem.
Have you got like pictures of full-on wolf spiders?
Because they are wolf spiders.
God.
Like huntsmen, aren't they? Kind of.
Jeremiah, you're
They're
up.
just like big
Okay.
dick spiders.
I will run forward. How far can I go? Okay. So I'll get to there. I will. Why not? Why not? With a bonus action, I will run my hand down the flat edge of my blade to collect my blood. And with all my fingers, I'll paint a sigil in the air and grab hold of it as it coalesces in something solid and twist it. And I'll use a blood curse on the far spider.
Oh.
And I will. Doesn't say. Can I? I mean, imagine I can't amplify before I find out if it takes. Like, I can't get out the damage that easy. Surely.
No.
Yeah. So I will amplify it. Can it make me a save, please? A strength save.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
sure it'll be fine. It has to be a 13.
It's an 11.
Oh! Wow!
Hmm?
I take 4 damage, so I'll just do that now. So, I can't believe that actually worked. It is bound. Its speed reduced to 0 and it can't take reactions for a minute.
Cool.
Oh, if I amplify affects creatures of any size, I could have done that on the bloody bird. Okay, I'll learn for next time. The cursed creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns to end the curse. Okay.
Cool.
That's my bonus action. It's frozen. It goes rigid as I influence whatever is running through its body.
So speed 0, no reactions, yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
If it starts chucking web at us, I'm going to be really pissed. Because that is cheating. I'll take out my blades and I'll attack the one in front of me.
Sure.
I'm going to guess that an 11 doesn't hit.
11 does not hit.
That's really annoying. Natural 20!
Natural 20 will hit.
Take a photo of that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, on it.
Okay. For... Oh, that's not bad. So, 5 doubled, so 10... 14 piercing and 6 lightning damage.
Cool.
Or 20 damage in total.
Yep, got you.
How's it looking?
It's okay at the minute.
Damn it. That is the end of my turn.
Pebble shot.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
I mean, I suppose I'm kind of in the right position. So I'm gonna go for just steady aim this geezer.
Oh.
Yeah. With my short bow. $80 plus. Like 26.
Yeah,
Nice.
that will hit. If I said no, you'd probably be a bit scared.
A little bit, yeah. A bit pissed off. That's what I'd be.
You'd hear
what
Ed's
is it?
what again?
Couldn't just make that sound clip.
5, so that's 10. 10 piercing. Here we go. 10 piercing with me sneak attack. That's 7. 8, 9. 19 altogether.
He's bloodied. And
Okay, he's
looking pretty rough, to be fair, after the 2 attacks. Anything else from you?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to describe what I did. So, just in case you didn't know, I'm going to pull out a arrow because that's what you need for a bow.
Oh, yep.
And I put the arrow into the bow, also known as knocking. And then I went on to knock the shit out of the spider.
Beautiful. End of your turn?
Yeah.
Cool.
Love the step by step.
Was excellent.
Nice. Good sneak attack
You know,
damage.
sometimes you gotta bring it.
Next
bring
is
it
this
down.
guy up here. He is going to... Five, 10. He's going to move here.
Like big cook, little
I
cook.
only get the one though, don't I?
You only get the one because you're holding your action and it's not your turn.
22.
Will hit.
Beautiful.
For 10 slashing damage.
Beautiful. He's then going to try and bite you
That's a
for
fine nasty
a filthy 20.
do. Ooh.
That hits.
Cool. I've got a D8 there. That is for 9 piercing damage, and I need a con save.
I was worried about that.
Is that halved?
Yeah, so 9 halved to 4.
A con save.
Con save, please.
But are they venomous? Are they venomous spiders? I don't know.
About to find out.
13.
13 saves.
Ooh.
You still take half. It's lucky you do. Half will be rounded down, so 7 poison damage.
This could get quite bad.
I knew it'd be poison.
Next is... I need to move this token out of the way. It's not even him. Ignore me. This little guy up here. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 here. And is going to try and make a bite at you, Jeremiah.
Disadvantage.
Yes. 14.
That misses. I'm
It-
loving these leathers.
Its jaws clash at you, but unfortunately, it doesn't quite get purchased. It just catches and scuffs the leather. That will be the end of his turn, and then we have. I do need to move this token for a second. This guy's going to go to here. And I'll
Oh,
move
wait,
him
wait.
back.
Did he go there?
He didn't go next to you, no. He will make a bite at Pebbles.
I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge.
He hasn't hit yet, so you don't need to say that. 21.
Alright.
So now you hit.
It's all about the journey becoming a good D&D player.
I like this. Uncanny Dodge.
We're a year and a half in.
It'll be 3 piercing damage, rounded down to 1 because of Uncanny Dodge, and then I need a con save from you.
Oh god, even the small spiders do it.
Oh, fuck. 4 on the con save.
Cool.
It's a small spider, it might fail.
You did Uncanny Dodge, so it's going to be halved. But you will take 8 poison damage. No.
Half.
Yeah, which is the halved.
Oh!
Yes.
No!
I rolled max damage,
Ooh.
and then it's halved.
So max is 8.
No, max
28,
is
isn't it?
16.
Like 16. That got half.
Wait. Next. Is this guy who can't move?
But he gets to repeat the save at the end of his turn.
Sure. He's gonna sling a web in your direction, Jeremiah.
Can he? There's things in the way.
He is big.
Yeah, but
You are looking at a flat image. You guys do ranged attack. Yeah, he's taller than that bit of stick. He's a large creature.
Okay, he's shooting a web at us. Disadvantage.
Take his
Disadvantage.
butt silk. Take his butt silk.
He'll miss. Shoots web and it just flies off. He's struggling with the fact that he is restrained. He's going to roll another strength save. That's a natural 20.
He fails.
So he's no longer affected.
I don't know what you're talking about. He fails.
Uh-huh. May, if you're up.
Okay. I am gonna spend another sorcery point to use twin spell, and I'm gonna use firebolt at the 2 closest to me, so that little one and that big one.
Mhm.
Oh no. 11.
We'll miss.
Damn it. Maeve's just gonna flap him like, kill him with fire, and then like as she tries to do it, the flames are just gonna sputter out as she's like flapping and like
End of your turn?
Yep.
Cool. Next is the big guy here. Gonna make a bite at you, Jeremiah.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Sorry to be. I need to remind myself as well.
We'll completely miss.
Thank God.
So again, bites at you, but this lever you can see it glow as it bites onto it, and it just pulls back. Back round to the top of the order. So Kef.
Oh, you missed the spider.
Okay.
Oh, I did miss the spider.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's his
cheers.
turn.
Whose side are you on?
We all have to abide by the rules. If we start missing off his creatures, he'll start missing us off for the initiative.
But if he doesn't know he's missed them off, then that's on him. That's not on us to remind him.
Lewis will remember eventually.
And then we'll go, oh, we didn't know. We forgot
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
We didn't
The
realise.
thing is,
You're the
Lewis
DM.
could also say, oh, because he's missed 5 turns, I'll just have him do 5 attacks now. To make up
Yeah, I
for
can
it.
do that. All against Pebbles, they're all going to happen too. This guy is running to here, avoiding Jeremiah's attack of opportunity.
Oh.
I've calculated.
But does he know to do that?
Yes,
I forgot these little spiders are very smart.
very clever. He's going to make a bite at you, Maeve. That'll be a 17. For 7 piercing damage, and I need a con save. What?
1 minute. 23.
Oh, you're fine. You take half damage.
Mavis stood crying at the spider.
You'll take 4 points of poison damage. Now you're up, Kev.
Shall scream out in my rage, and I will fire out a bolt of lightning towards the big one in front of me. And it make a dex save, please.
Save. This big guy, yeah?
This one.
Dex save will be a 21.
Yeah, that saves, so it takes 2 lightning damage.
Oh.
Then I'm going to swing at it with my axe.
Go for it.
$23.
We'll hit.
For 9 slashing damage.
Oh.
And then I'm going to do it again. 14.
14 just hits.
9 slashing damage again.
Is enough. As you see it just crumple into one small dead ball of spider. Nope.
Death curl.
He is not death curling. I am the DM. It's my fucking world. Shut the fuck up.
Coming from natural causes, not being hit with an axe.
Yeah.
Just gonna bully my team.
I'm gonna say he's cleaved it right between his beady little eyes.
Oh, that works. And then he death curls, because me and Ollie know what spiders do. Anything else from you, Kev?
Use me for my spider knowledge.
Just for Martin's fact today.
I'm just keep looking between the two that are either side of me, the little ones.
Jeremiah, you're up.
I will attack next.
Sure.
I will
Pebbles, you're after Jeremiah.
pull my blades, and I'll go for the big one in front of me.
The big one
Yes. That is a
Cool.
17 to hit.
will hit.
14.
Is way more than enough.
Oh, really?
Hmm?
Oh, cool. I go for the small one that's above me.
Oh.
18,
What we're seeing is you do this.
18 to hit. Oh, the big one or the small
Do you
one?
know it? Either or either. Give us some rich description.
Yeah, for the big one, I've got both blades out, and I go forward and I cut off both its front legs. And then as it's now unbalanced, it falls forward, and I drive my blades up through its head, thorax.
Nice.
Where the
Works.
fuck, where the underneath where the fuck its brain is, or eyes
Yep.
are. And pull out and step back. I then turn, and as I turn with the momentum, I bring my left blade. I go for the small one that's above me. That's an
Sure.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
10, 15 damage.
Is again enough.
And as I turn and I bring my left blade and I just pass through it. And just cleave it. But not like down the middle, like vertical line. And then I step back to there. and I dash forward and I bring my right blade at it as I use my.
Two weapon.
Thank you. Sorry.
You good?
2-weapon fighting.
Gonna start calling you Martine.
Ah, fucking! I don't know why that word has dropped out of my head. I think it's because I know I'm doing.
Very
I
much,
know
that's
I've got 2 attacks, and I am flavouring it like left, right. But yeah,
Yeah.
2-weapon fighting. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
We'll hit.
For that's 8. 12.
Cool.
Still up.
Still up.
Damn it!
Not blooded.
Really?
Yep.
I thought.
You thought
Okay.
what? They all have different hit points.
Pardon?
They all
Oh,
have different hit points, as
sorry.
does any monster that I do.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. Pebbles, you're up.
Upon reflection, I
Could
probably
have
should.
gone full of food.
Upon
Well,
reflection, I should have gone for
This
the
is
one
what
next to the
Martine
base.
often quite does.
Let her eat, man.
She's thinking.
Sorry.
You're good.
I am. First of all, I've spread some misinformation. A death curl, they don't flip over. They just curl underneath themselves.
Which is what I described.
So you were right. I was thinking of malting, where they do flip over. Anyways. I will go for... Wait. If I go for this one, I can't because I'm too close. I'll get disadvantage. What's my thingy? Bear with.
It's just telling Reach to go away. He's a pig.
Okay. I will go for this guy here. With my
Sure.
daggers. The little melee. Which I will use steady aim for. Yes. Yes. I will use steady. So because I've got 2-weapon fighting, do I get advantage on both rolls? No, it's just for one attack roll.
This is
isn't
your
it?
next attack.
Okay, cool. No worries. Right.
And if you steady aim, you can't do 2-weapon fighting.
No.
What?
Then he ends a bonus action.
Steady
Oh
aim's bonus.
yeah, it is, isn't it? That's true.
And you can't get sneak
True.
attack twice anyway, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah, once per turn.
What do you mean?
If you hit twice, you can only
You
get
only
sneak
do-
attack on that first attack. If you hit with it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll fuck it. I won't use 2-weapon fight. I'll just go for the just one stabberoonie.
Yeah, sure.
Give him.
Pepperoni.
Give him.
Kill
So I
him,
don't
kill him.
think I've hit him anyway. Even with that, it's 12.
12 will just miss.
Yeah. Bastard. Well. Good luck, guys.
You're still here with us, Pebbles.
Yeah, but clearly I might as well not be. So.
The one you just tried to stab it moves out of the way and then launches a bite at you. Pebbles.
Ooh. Uncanny dodge. Can I do that?
It's a 22 to hit,
Let
so
it
yes,
hit
you can.
first.
You may want to.
Only 2 piercing damage down to 1. And then I need a con save.
Come on. Con save. Shit. 8.
Will fail. Just trying to swallow some Skittles.
No, you're fine.
10, but because of uncanny dodge, down to 5 poison damage.
Cool.
And then it's this guy who's going to move here and sling some web at you, Jeremiah.
Disadvantage.
Yes. 17.
Fucking hits.
You are restrained.
Would it be an action on my turn to get out?
Yes, to make a strength check to get out.
I can't cover my out with my blade?
Nope.
Darn.
You can use an action to attack it if you want to, but that would kind of be it. Or you can use an action to...
I know, but if I use an action to attack, I then set off my second attack. Am I?
Yep, that's if that thing's still alive, but yeah. Well, I'll leave it to whatever you're going to do on your turn. Maeve, you're up.
Okay, Maeve's gonna let out this piercing scream and cry at this spider, and I'm gonna use Mind Slither again. So can it make an intelligence saving throw, please?
Mm-hmm. To fail.
It's a fail.
Yeah.
That is 8 psychic damage.
Cool. Anything else for you?
Is it still looking okay?
It's still okay at the minute, yeah.
Right, okay. I am going to use another phase step then to get away from it. And I am going to go... Where am I going to go? I'm going to go up that branch. I don't know why it isn't blooming working for me. Do you know, like when you do it with the...
Where do you want it?
Do you know, like where you
There.
click? Where you do it with the measurement and then you click?
You
And it
press the
moves.
space bar, not click.
Ah, that's fine.
That'll be why it's not working.
That's why it's not working. Right, I'm going to move there, and that will take 3 fire damage. So just as I disappear into nothing, I'm going to disappear in like a burst of flames.
Good stuff. That you done?
Yes.
Cool. It's the last little spider's go, the one that is surrounded. She's going to bite you again, Pebbles.
Typical.
That will probably miss, though. With a 12.
Yeah, it misses.
Takes a bite, but it's distracted by the 2 gentlemen standing behind him. And just
Performance
misses you.
anxiety.
Literally, yeah. And round 2, you, Kef.
He's going to scream out in a rage and use his Storm Aura against the little one. So it needs a dex save.
Mm-hmm. Dirty 20.
I rolled a 1.
So it takes no damage.
It gets a little static shock.
Lovely.
They fucking hurt.
Not enough to do damage.
They damaged me. Emotionally, I'm scared to touch anything after that.
I'm going to turn to Pebbles and just go. You got this, or
Yes.
fuck it. I'm going to swing at it. The little spider. $13.
13 just hits.
For 12 slashing damage.
Looking rough.
I'm going to do it again.
Cool.
A 21.
Yeah, we'll hit.
at 11.
Is more than enough. As you cut another
Can
one in
I-
half.
Don't want to cut this one in half.
Oh.
That's why I didn't take the damage.
Sure.
Can I swing down the axe, but instead of using the actual blade, can I deal it bludgeoning damage from hitting it with the flat face of the axe?
Absolutely.
And literally exploding it as it.
Not a problem. Absolutely.
Plot twist. Immune to bludgeoning damage.
Would be hilarious.
The exoskeleton is just rough.
Anything else from you, Kev?
Yes, I am going to. The big lad.
Cool.
I'm going to
Good.
stare it down in its 8 beady little eyes. And I'll end my turn.
It winks at you, one by one.
Bring it, big boy.
I don't think they have eyelids, you know.
Shh.
This is his world. It's his monster.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Canon, every single spider has eyelids in this fucking world. Just FYI. Vibazel, thank you for the
Have you
subscription.
ever seen mine blink? That's all I'm saying.
Jeremiah, you're up.
Okay.
I'm gonna Google that
Do
now.
I think it would take many cuts from my blade to get out?
You're not sure. Excuse me.
It's either not great chance at a strength check or disadvantage on attack rolls against her.
Thank you, thy bizzle.
Why not? Okay. I will try to cut it with my blade.
Oh, roll to hit.
Okay, disadvantage.
Thy bizzle, you're
That's
the
a natural
shizzle.
one.
You can't quite get the maneuverage to...
Okay,
Is maneuverage a word?
Yeah.
It is now.
Second
To cut it.
18. No, 17.
18 to hit.
17.
17 still hits.
Fucking hell. 7 damage in total.
It's just not enough to shear through it. But
Then-
it's hanging by a thread.
Bonus action for 2 weapon fighting. Yep.
Yep.
Stupid disadvantage. 10.
Just hits.
Just thank you. Thank you. For 11, 15.
Yeah, it's enough.
Thank God.
You're
Um,
free.
Slay Queen.
And I will run to join F.
Oh. Pebbles, you're up.
It's a me. Okay, so there's this little bugger down here, isn't there? Yes. Yes, I'm gonna take that as a yes. And there's this big bugger over here.
Everybody nodding at you is a yes.
Sorry, I don't look
You can
at
al-
you guys.
you can
I'm
also-
looking
you
at
can
you.
also tell-
Why not? Why are you not looking at us?
You can also tell because he's on the screen with us.
I can't stand it.
It's also on the screen.
Um,
That is a good
On the
point.
battlefield with us.
Just saying, it might just be too long. So I'm
He's
gonna.
just trying to chew May's face off.
That's fine. I'm gonna go for this little guy. I'm gonna pull out my short bow, and I'm going to. I'm gonna hold it horizontally. I'm gonna hold my bow horizontally. Just
Nice.
kind of like a crossbow, like a
Hungarian
makeshift
draw.
crossbow, you know.
Sure.
Hungarian.
West Side sign while she's doing it.
Rips.
That's not the West Side sign, but cool.
I mean, I'm not clued up in. Sorry. Anyways, we're gonna go with steady aim.
I was waiting for you to say it.
Ah, nat 20.
Beautiful.
Nice one. There we go.
Hey!
Okay, yeah.
Martin, just to add in, the minute that came on, the sprinkles things on. There was about 15 fireworks went off in the background here.
They know. Okay. Wait, so what's doubled here? Is it the whole damage, including like?
Any
Wait a second,
dice you
I'm
roll
not-
is damaged. Any modifier you add is not.
The
Right.
sneak attack doubled.
Well. Oh. I can't do sneak attack. I'm not close.
Why?
enough. Oh, because I heard advantage. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. Okay, I've got sneak attack. So my sneak attack's doubled. This spider's getting clarted.
Shish kebabbed.
Lied.
1. I got 1. That's 2. That's
Nice.
doubled.
Good start.
Plus.
We need to get you more dice.
5.
Oh my
That's,
god.
so that's.
You should send you a
So
bag of
that's,
D6.
that's 7. So that's 7. Okay. 9, 10, 11. So that's 22. 22 plus 7 is. Say it!
It's not for me to say. It's your maths, not mine.
29.
Good stuff. Tell us how you kill it.
Okay, so. I'm horizontal, ain't I? I'm all Hungarian, as they say. Gone all Hungarian. Do you know what? I'm that confident in myself. I can feel it. I can feel it in my little furry bones, right?
You'll know,
I
look.
get it. I don't even
no,
hold it. I
In
don't.
your furry bones.
No scope
Why are
360.
your bones furry?
Excuse me. It's rude to interrupt people when they're speaking.
360 no scope.
No, I'm that confident. I don't imagine though. No scope. Anyways, I don't even do this. I do this. I go under, right? I go under, and I fly the arrow, and I imagine I get it. It goes right through the arse, right through the abdomen, and it goes because actually, a lot of spiders they're quite sensitive with the abdomen. I mean, it's more transplants but anyways, it
Not
goes
being
right
a
through the
spider
abdomen.
nerd.
Wake me up when you're done.
And so yeah, and it ruptures its abdomen.
Beautiful. Dead. It's a good description. I liked it.
And it goes into a death curl.
Goes into a death curl. Yep.
And that's it for me.
Anything else from you?
No.
You done? Cool.
Yeah.
It's the last spider's turn. Still going to carry on going after Jeremiah,
Disadvantage.
of course.
Oops.
17.
Misses. Yeah, that hits.
I was
Uh,
waiting for the moment.
Fair save, though.
10 piercing damage and a con save.
Fucking hell. I can't save. Okay.
Please.
Ooh, that's not bearing well. 8.
Is a fail. So you've taken the 10 piercing, and
Yeah.
then I rolled max damage on poison, so 16.
I always take so much damage in these combats. 21. I am
Apology.
bloodied.
Nice. Maeve, you're up.
I am going to use Firebolt at the big spider.
Oh.
That is a dirty 20.
Will hit.
That is 12 fire damage.
Cool. It's still fine. Anything else from you?
I'm going to keep sobbing. And then that's it.
Good bonus action. Kef, you're up.
Yeah.
What right has Jeremiah got on his sword?
Lightning.
Lightning. Cool. This is just a flare and effect. I shall do my raging bonus action. I'm going to touch the flat. I'm going to touch the flat part of Jeremiah's blade, and let the lightning from that course through, and then I'm going to slam it on top of the thing's eyes, and try and hit it with that lightning.
Hell yeah.
Can it make a dex save?
Natural 20 on the deck save.
Well, that will save. Yeah.
I like the flare though. I wish I didn't. It's half. Still burns eyelids a little bit.
Yeah, that's 3 lightning damage to its eyes.
You take off like 7 eyelashes.
Maybe the eyelids that aren't supposed to be there.
Unfortunately, they are.
How about it's got 8 eyes? I take off 3 of the eyelids.
Absolutely not. I will not have anyone damage the eyelids of my spiders. You took off 7 eyelashes.
They're such an essential part of the spider.
I will then swing at it with
Singe
my
one of the eyebrows off of the middle eye.
Yeah.
We all have an eyebrow each.
Oh my god.
Is it not
Have you
just
rolled-
because there's 2 rolls? Is it not just 2 monobrows?
No. Individual tiny little ones above each one. Kef, have you rolled to hit?
Yes, I have. Yes. It's 25.
25 will hit.
People never notice because they're never small enough to actually see the individual
Exactly.
eyebrows.
Fair enough.
Go and have a look at Tony's later.
I will. I'll get real
That's
up
on
close.
9 slashing damage,
9, good stuff. Looking rough.
and I will swing it at it again for a 22
Will hit.
for 7 slashing damage.
How do you wish to do this?
As I've done the thing with the lightning on its eyes, I imagine it sort of moves about like that.
Yeah, it's
And I'm
blinking
just gonna, blinking off and sort of like pulls its head down like that. And as it looks up, I've just got my axe straight above it, and it just
It closes its eyes in anticipation.
thump, and it lands straight into the middle of its skull between its eyes. And then I just literally, instead of swinging it again for my second attack, I literally move my hand down the pole of the axe and just slam it down straight through.
Nice.
That'll do it.
He's dead.
Actually.
Oh, here we go. Martine's last spider fact. Actually, they don't
No.
like
It hasn't got
I
a
just
skull
want-
because it's got an exoskeleton.
An exoskeleton.
Right, okay.
I was trying to do the Reddit.
Actually.
You know. What?
Actually,
Actually.
Nice reference.
you guys are out of initiative.
I lean against Kev from the state of my wounds. Give me a second.
You're taking us off of combat.
Yes, of course I can.
I'm going to turn to Jeremiah and go, well, that was a bit of a sticky situation.
I hate spiders. Although facing them like that, I prefer. I don't mind it so much now. They're smaller than us.
Do you need a flapjack?
I think there is something I can do. Where is it? There we go. I need D4.
Because you could make some more if you wanted.
I don't think we'd all have to stop. It's not a quick thing to do that.
Maeve is still literally stood crying right now, by the way.
Just need another 3. Okay. I can do this.
Okay.
I'll now lay my hand on my chest and concentrate, and I'll use healing hands to heal for 9. Better than nothing. You'll see the blood that has been dripping. It runs back up and back into my body via the wounds as they stitch themselves up a bit. It looks quite horrific, I'll be honest. Like bloodbending.
Hef's going to walk over to the tree and just sort of turn his back and like lean forward slightly at the right in front of the crying knave.
Yes.
Potion of healing. How much healing from potion of healing? 4.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you.
So is he like looking up at Mika then?
No, he's turned around and he's offering you his back.
Oh, okay. I'm going to climb on, still sobbing, and I'm going to hold on very tightly and just stop, put my head on your shoulder and sob.
7 healing, Lou.
He's going to move a hand and just tap his giant hand on top of your head.
I'm just going to be muttering, I don't like spiders.
What do you guys do?
Crying.
I suppose we
Well,
should carry on.
Picking the leaf back up.
let's go.
I miss
You
Misha.
Not 260.
I
Do
mean,
you miss him?
he's growing on me more than he did the first time. But Misha's
Is that because
very
he
good.
wants lasers?
Misha's very good at healing.
Oh, yeah.
At this Misha guy ones, I prefer the 2-6 fella.
Fair enough.
His business, I like it.
I guess we should keep going.
Let's carefully get across this twig.
You easily, single file with this leaf above you, cross over the makeshift bridge that has been formed from this fallen branch, and you head back into the long grass that surrounds you. Following Carter's directions, weaving your way through the grass, you hit a gravel trap, or big pebble field, as you guys are.
It's a-
Trap.
Gravel trap, as in
yeah, that's what I thought. A trap.
as in,
I was
yeah,
like, what?
it's not an actual trap. It's just a load of gravel.
It's what it's called. It's called the gravel trap.
Ed's eyes just widened.
Yeah.
Because you said it so nonchalantly. I was like, what the fuck?
I
What?
was checking
No,
the
no,
traps.
no,
I
no,
was checking the traps all along.
No one said they were looking for traps. You stumble across some gravel, and you see the dark form of the table up ahead of you as you move yourselves forward. You see that the gravel has sort of been moved aside to encompass where the legs go, and it's sort of just been pushed aside. Underneath the table, sitting cross-legged on top of a large book, is a short, even under these circumstances, dark-haired young woman, wearing kind of shabby, worn robes. She smiles at you and waves cheerfully. Hello. I knew Tristan had sent someone eventually. It took you long enough. I sent them sparks ages ago. You're here to help, right?
Yes, that is the hope. I imagine you're Freya?
I am. Yeah.
So how come-
And from what we've heard, you're the reason we're down here.
Yeah, a little bit. See, I kind of messed up some magic, and I can't turn the spell off.
What did you do?
So I was just kind of gonna shrink the orchard, and a big scoop of the ground underneath it, so I could not kill the trees. So I could take the trees when I sold the village to Tristan. So then he wouldn't have the trees. But the spell is being channeled through my crystal orb, and I don't know how to stop it.
Would I know how to stop it?
You would not. This is something that doesn't happen.
Maybe Carter knows. Ask Carter. He's clever.
I put out Carter.
Why were you trying to take the trees? If you sold the village, surely the trees come with the village.
Yeah, but it's funny to trick him.
Yes, so funny.
I'm not greedy or anything.
I disagree with you. I think you are telling fibs.
It was just to irritate him.
So,
Wouldn't lie to her. She doesn't like lies.
That's true.
No.
So, I did a spell to shrink the orchard.
Yes.
And I thought I'd crafted it really well to not affect humanoids.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And you
Seems
were
to have
wrong.
done the opposite.
Or have you tried to fix this?
I can't. Because the orb didn't shrink, and the bird took it.
The bird took the orb. How big's the
Yes.
orb?
It's normal size. The orb didn't shrink. Only we shrunk.
I know, but how big is the orb normally? How big is the orb?
Now or...
Like palm size?
Yeah.
Normally.
Palm size. The bird
Yeah.
picked that up?
Yeah.
God, how are we going to get to it? And if we do get to it, what are we going to do with to it?
You don't seem very good at this whole magic thing to have been messing around with a spell like this.
No.
Funny.
Does
Yeah,
Carter have
I
anything
should
to add?
warn you, I nearly just got eaten by a spider. I am not very happy right now.
Okay.
Do you know sometimes when spells go wrong, if you kill the person who cast it, then they just revert?
You can try.
We could.
Do you know where the bird has its nest?
In a tree.
Which tree?
That one.
Oh, I turn around. I turn to look where she's pointing.
You turn around and look up at this huge tree.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not climbing that.
The thing is, even if we got the bird to come down, which I'm sure we could if we made ourselves bait, doesn't solve the issue that the orb's up in its nest so far away.
Bird took the body.
I guess we could let ourselves be taken, but why don't you try to get us?
I don't
want to
be
hurt
eaten
us?
by a bird.
And even if it
And-
did take us, it wouldn't take all of us one. It would take us one by one, right?
I could help, but your friend said I'm not very good at magic and wants to kill me,
Wait,
so I'm not going to.
How can you help?
Nope.
This is your. We're trying to clear up your. Do you want to stay this size?
I don't mind, it's quite fun.
Now,
When she apologises,
when the spiders
Meaningfully,
come for you, the
I will
caterpillars,
help.
the bird.
I've said my words.
Dave,
Yeah.
apologise.
Have you ever apologised in your life?
Okay, wait one moment. You keep talking while I think how to
Maeve,
word it.
do you want to stay this size?
I mean, I've been this size before. I'm fine.
Okay. Do you want more spiders to come?
No, but I could just go home.
I'm not built to be this small.
Maeve, please, can you apologise?
I'm trying to think of how to say it
You say
without
I'm sorry.
crying.
Can you, Freya? Did you make me pink?
No?
Yes, that happened while we were in town. We did kind of
I
assume
was in
it
an-
might be related to what happened.
No, my spell wouldn't turn you pink. No.
Can you turn me back?
It would depend on what someone has done to turn you pink.
I can turn you back.
Why did you not say this before?
You didn't ask me to. I thought you liked being pink.
One problem at a time.
How's that apology going, Maeve?
Um.
Would you accept my apology on her behalf, Freya?
No.
Would you accept me not cutting your head off?
Nope.
Would you accept some cider?
Nope.
Some jam?
Yeah.
Some pixie jam?
Nothing is going to help. Apart from an apology from the mean woman who insulted my magic. Because it will be my magic that helps.
Any hub, Carter? I started looking them up.
With climbing a tree, I don't think I can do that.
Regret.
I meant convincing her.
Oh, I don't deal with humans. She's still sat there. She heard what you said, Maeve. She's still sat there. Arms folded,
regretful.
legs crossed.
Forgive me.
I missed a word. I didn't hear it.
My people don't say that word, unfortunately. We
My
say
people
other
don't
things.
help.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Maeve, I think you're gonna have to be the bigger person here.
My people don't say that word. I can't say that word.
Why not? You know what
Because
word it
I
is, so
can't
surely your
say
people
the
do say it,
word.
otherwise you wouldn't know it.
We don't say that. I can't say the word. I can't say the word.
Why not?
Because I can't.
Why not?
Because I can't say the word.
Why not?
I've told you.
You haven't actually.
Just told you my people can't say that word.
But to know that they can't say it means they have at some point said it.
No, we just heard you lot say it.
So you know
And
the
then we
word
tried
is,
and
so
we
say
go,
it.
and nothing comes out.
Well then, that's still trying. Maybe she'll appease her.
Okay. Yeah. There.
Say it in another language.
It would still be the word.
It would definitely be a different word. Same meaning, different word though.
Okay, I'll
Why
try
don't you
another
write
language.
it down?
There we go.
No, it will come out even in a different language.
Kev has a good idea. Write it down.
I'll go and try and write it down. And you know in Liar Liar where he tries to write the pen is blue? Literally my hand's just gonna try and keep shooting off and be like...
Carter writes, I'm sorry on himself. And then underneath in brackets, give this to Maeve to show her. And removes that bottom bit.
I'd show it to Maeve.
I'm gonna hold it up like a singer.
Fine. It was fun watching you struggle. Here's some potions. They'll help you
Take it.
climb.
Really?
Like a spider.
Now, how do we know that? I mean, for all we've seen of your magic skills as of yet, they are not impressing me as, someone who is clearly a magic user. So, how do we know that these are actually going to work?
She walks up to the nearest tree, starts just walking up it with her hands and feet, turns upside down and crawls back down it and walks towards you.
So why
Okay.
haven't you tried to get the orb yourself back from
Because I'm
before now?
not going up there. You guys have weapons, you guys have stuff. I don't fight.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know what we might need to do to the orb to reverse this?
Break it?
That I can do.
Is it
Mhm.
strong?
I've never tried to break it.
What if we just drop it out of the tree?
That's what I was thinking.
I'll try.
Pebbles just shots the potion and starts marching as.
I'll walk over to the tree as well. I'll take the potion when I'm actually at the base.
Sure.
I don't know how long it's going to take
I'm
us to
gonna,
get to
I'm
the
gonna
tree.
pop. Kev's gonna pop one of the potions and then offer it to Maeve and then just go no, and then guzzle it himself and walk up the tree.
As you start walking up the tree, that is where we're going to end session. And we will finish whatever is going on here.
We should have short rested with before we came up the tree.
Too late.
We could go
You
back
should
down.
have short rested. I'm all right.
Yeah. You are up the tree, and that was our only potions of spider climb.
Damn it.
Spider climb.
Spider
So
climb.
the
Spider
cycle continues.
We need to get more healing potions. I'm taking
What?
so much
Before we
damage.
go up the tree, can I ask her if she knows what my locket is?
She is not answering you.
Okay. I'm gonna just use my telepathic speech and just tell Kev she's on the list.
She uses her telepathic speech and says, "I can hear you."
Jeremiah, there's two people in my head. It's fucking weird, man.
What? Is in your head?
I don't know. One of them's Maeve, I think.
Are you gonna hear it? Yes, it is.
Tell her to get out.
And then you'll also hear,
No, it's not.
You're gonna give poor Kef a complex.
Yeah.
Excuse me. She was not included in my telepathic speech. She's not involved
Doesn't need to be.
in it.
she absolutely does not need to be. Good session, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was good fun. Thank you.
It's good to be back. And then, unfortunately, we're not streaming next week.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry
we
everyone.
should-
But from then on,
Sorry.
from then on, technology,
Two people have chosen their personal
Hoping.
lives over the stream.
yes,
Yep. And I have no regrets. I apologise.
technology hoping we should be back the week after that, and we should be
Yes.
back for a while consistently until November. Because then we're all away.
Yes. We'll meet
Oh,
again.
yeah.
We are all away.
Well, I've not sorted it yet, so.
Yeah, I haven't sorted it yet, but I am doing.
But I won't be here, so
And
unless someone else
yeah.
is DMing, and it will be a different campaign because I don't trust any of you with not just giving you magic items and potions and all that shit.
Magic page.
As
Don't
if
give
Yeah,
out-
you
exactly.
think we do that, we would never do
Oh,
it.
Sam's offering to run it.
Sam also is not running it.
I won't be
Um,
here, so there'll be streaming issues then.
We could do a
Exactly.
side quest. We could do a side quest to go meet Damocles.
What
Damocles
else
is dead.
can you- Oh,
Don't you kill my boo.
Get out.
Without finishing this bit, you guys will be this big going to find Damocles, and he will probably step on you.
so he's alive.
When he rolls in his grave.
That's what
I
I'm
meant.
hearing.
Oh, there's just I can't.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Sam can't DM. Sam can't DM anyway because that'll stop her from being background Sam. Then
It's very true.
True.
Should be foreground Sam, and that's not her name.
with foreground Sam, and it doesn't work like that.
But other than that,
Yes,
we will.
I'm not looking at chat, but I probably know she's putting stuff in there now.
She's talking about the fact that she's not DMing it. She was joking. Please, no, never happening.
That sounds like we need to do it.
I agree. Sam's running the next next session
One.
of Tales of the 20-Sided. Good stuff. Decided, and on that bombshell, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you for volunteering, Sam.
See you.
Thanks, Sam. I can have a week off.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. See you.
Bye.
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 Bye.